Welcome back, everybody. This is actually session number 18 of our campaign called Virlinia 2. And last time, our party had charmed Jess Queen, the bartender in the moonstruck village of Hazelboard, to unlock the doors of his parents' toy shop, where the party discovered a cuckoo clock meant to be sent from Father's Veer, who was from the Temple of Vera and whom the party murdered, to Antonia Cannelloni of the Zadaxi City Council. It seems that the clock was a gift to persuade her to vote no on the upcoming proposal to fund police research on the Kaif trade throughout the Seven Sisters province. So the party decides to go to Zadaxi, and they decide to also bring along the not quite a werewolf, but definitely an orphan, Grayson Gilly, and the dog with the yellow hat to the Shepherd's Respite in Zadaxi. The party also delivered the arrested priestess of Laera, Miss Jammy Dendrites, to justice at the Duke's Palace, as well as the rotting leftover body of Zadaxi City coroner Shamash. But this afternoon, it seems that the city today seems to be filled not only with tourists in town for the joke-off, but also the strange appearance of a number of short, rascally fey creatures wearing buckled hats and boots and plaid skirts. One of the fey had tried to rob Milo's sword unsuccessfully, as our hero paladin had shot magical vines out from the ground to restrain it and prevent it from leaving. Milo had actually thought about killing the creature, but instead Aisling the droid decided to interrogate it. In doing so, he exposed the bottle of Kaif, hiding inside the pelican weenie baby hanging around Elena's belt, to find out if the fey creatures recognized the Kaif as Kaif, or what it seemed like the creatures were calling beer. Before Aisling could get an answer, their clunky fingers made the bottle very visible to the townsguard in front of Malo Misto Pub, and now the townsguard are chasing you all down into the Arts District. Seems like they want to arrest you for possession of an illicit substance. I should also let you know, as you're being chased down, you had just met the town council member, Tiziano Feinberg Farfalle. He represents the Arts District on the town council, and another different fey creature had just stolen a big loaf of bread from under his arm. So he's also running towards the art district, and Milo, because you were the first to respond, you can still see Tiziano running into the arts district. It's around 3 p.m, and this is where we're going to pick up.
We're actively running currently.
You can decide if you're going to run or not.
Oh, okay.
They're running towards you, so you're in the center of the square in Malo in Lambtown, which is where the Malo Misto pub is. The two towns guards who were watching you were standing in front of Malo Misto, so now they're running towards you, which is in the direction of the arts district.
Oh shoot! Oh, this is all one big misunderstanding. Siri, you wanna talk to these fellas? I feel like you're.
I feel like
we don't know enough lore to prove our innocence at this time. I
feel
don't
like
think
Siri would have been like, Ash would say to run at this moment, and would have just started running.
Oh God.
Okay, I'll start running too, I guess.
I don't know.
As we're running, I'll call behind me. No, you don't understand. We're actually going after the trade of the substance. No, we're trying to take down the trade. We happen to have some as evidence from the town we were just in. Please talk to like a city councilor or something. They know us.
Oh yeah, we talked to Cameron. Go talk to Cameron. I'm gonna yell, and then I'm gonna keep running.
Aisling, are you also running?
I'm running, but also while you're yelling that, I'm on the wrong train apparently, and I'm yelling, it's just coffee. I'd like to keep it in these bottles.
Can I just like keep using message to like message behind the guards behind us?
Yes.
And make it sound like some superiors like, where are you? Come back to your station. Come back to your station.
First of all, can everybody make an athletics check?
Crap.
Because we are running. This is going to be a group athletics check.
This is stupid.
Get my real dice out.
12. My real dice have been betraying me.
No.
Oh.
I got a 13.
You got a 2.
We're fucked.
I'll leave you all behind. 19 plus 25.
God damn. You're a little
So
less.
because this is a group check, you actually failed the group check, and it seems like the guards are within 40 feet of the party. So you really have to decide now whether you're going to keep running or do something else. In addition, Siri, could you make a deception check? What you're saying with your message, is it a lie?
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to act like I'm
Okay,
their senior command, trying to... Okay, well, that's an 18 on the dice, plus my 10 deception is a 28 deception.
Oh, 28! As the party is running and the guards are closing the gap, Siri has cast this message spell using the guise of the voice of a possible superior. And both guards actually slow down their running, and they look at each other, and one of them says to the other, Is that what you think it is? And the other guard says, yeah, I heard it too. Maybe this is not a big deal. They don't have as much kite as some of the other people we've seen today.
Get your asses back here right now. You're going to be running night duty for the next week.
Yeah, I'll stop running and be like, gentlemen, are they both?
They're both gentlemen, actually, yes. They look like, yeah.
Gentlemen, please, again, we're acting under orders of the councilman. We're trying to take down this trade. Please, if you have to get back to your posts, get back to your posts. We are doing the work of the city here. We're on
make
your
a persuasion check, please, Elena? With advantage, because Siri kind of greased them up with the suggestion.
Thanks for getting him greasy.
That's what I'm good at.
That's what I'm good at.
What did you say? That's what they said, and that's what they told me in middle school.
Yeah, that's what they called me in middle school. 21.
21.
Hey.
Okay, so at this point, both guards have stopped running, and they've shouted out at you, and stay off the kite.
Oh, stay off the kite.
Yeah. At this point, they've turned around and started to walk back towards Malamisto. And it's also at this point where you notice Tiziano has caught up with the fey creature and has pulled back what's left of his big loaf of bread. And you see some of the fey creatures that have crept outside of the alleyways to see the one with the bread. All of them dip their head back and are no longer visible, other than the one who had stolen the bread. He's kind of on the ground with a small chunk of the bread. He's kind of dusting himself off and try to get up again.
Can I do a quick check to make sure they didn't take anything else?
Yeah, make a perception roll.
12 altogether.
Yeah, things seem like they're in order, Milo.
Just looking at my sword and give a little kiss.
As this party is now only meters away from the Arts District, you can hear this sort of tortured calliope music coming from the center square in the Arts District, which is about 100 feet away. And in the square, you can see a carousel slowly turning around with horses and frogs and other fantasy creatures with handholds.
Frogs are not real?
It's like fantasy frogs with giant eyelashes and tongues. Okay. Yeah. Fantasy frogs.
Aisling, are those your friends?
Just because they're Fae, do you think we all know each other?
Yuri,
No,
you can't just ask a Fae person if they know all the other Fae people.
But why are they messing with us? There's another. I just assume that maybe they're messing up because they know Aisling.
They didn't mess with me. It's Milo they wanted.
That's true.
Milo is
Alright,
close
this
to
was
their
a little out of
size.
it.
You sound different.
Oh, do I? Oh, sorry. I think I had a frog in my throat.
Frogs aren't real.
A fantasy frog?
A very fancy frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
No!
The one that took the bread is with the
town
person
council
now.
member, yeah. The one that took the bread is kind of on the ground, back on the ground, kind of dusting himself off and standing up.
Should we go over there?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Walk back over to that little person. How big are they?
They're about 3 foot tall, the fey creatures.
Could I okay, so they're heavier than 5 pounds. I was like, could I potentially mage hand them and flip them upside down?
They're
and hold
heavier,
them in
yes.
the air. It's mage
Okay.
hand can only lift 5 pounds, I think, though. So never mind.
So you're all kind of standing on the south edge of the Arts District, where you run into the town council member Tiziano, who's got his dog on a leash. It's a really cute dog. It's some sort of pit bull Labrador mix with a mostly white coat and spots, and he's chomping on this braided piece of bread with all these bits of sesame seeds all over it, and he's kind of winking at the party, saying, "So you caught up? You here to ride the carousel?"
What is a carousel?
He points over at the center of Soggybottom Square, where
Oh dear. That's also what they called me in middle school.
Soggybottom Square.
where you see that it's actually gone eerily quiet. There are paper streamers and tatters all over the ground, half-eaten waffles, roasted potato wedges with mayonnaise, and crumpled bits of paper, all torn and like scattered on the ground. No one is riding this large spinning carousel on the circular bandstand that usually stages performances of musical and theatrical types. It's about 80, 90 feet away from you north. The carousel has a red and yellow striped tent overhead, under which you see white, brown, and golden horses rearing their legs and fantasy frogs with giant eyelids serving as handles, and other fantastic creatures in various positions. They're moving kind of off-kilter on this rotating wooden circular platform. And from a speaker, you hear this tinny bit of calliope music. It sounds like there's a bit of accordion in the background. It's way off tune. It's like something is wrong with the speakers on this carousel. Some of the horses, you notice, have painted glass eyes that look a little too real. It's like they're staring at you, even though you're pretty sure these creatures can't possibly be alive. And on a wooden post, next to the carousel, mounted on the wooden post is a crank that you believe, from where you're standing, probably starts or stops the carousel.
Is it like going fast? Like just standard carousel speed?
Standard, yeah. It's slower than you would expect this carousel to go.
Are we supposed to just jump on it? Yeah, so why is no one else riding?
I don't know. It looks a little extreme for my blood.
Can I look at the council member and look him up and down to be like, why are you telling us to ride this creepy ride?
He said he's wiping his little beard. He's got breadcrumbs all over himself. And he said, well, the kids stopped riding it earlier this afternoon. There's all these little creatures running around, playing tricks on people, and we want to keep the atmosphere jolly and fun. It's the joke off today. So I think if the kids saw sturdy adventurers like yourselves ride on the carousel, it would make them feel like it's safe again.
I'll be honest with you, Councilman. I think you may need to invest some more money into the arts district.
I agree.
Yes, because it doesn't really look like that safe of a carousel, and also the music is very off-tune. And when did these little creatures arrive? Because you just stole half your loaf of bread and you're sort of just letting him have it.
He nods at you and says, these fey creatures started arriving today. The carousel's been here for a few days. They set it up here in the Arts District so the kids in town would have something to do, and knowing all the adults were going to be the ones going to the joke-off at the Mighty Quill. Zadaxi always wants to have something going on in all parts of the city. So here we are in the Arts District in Soggybottom Square. We have a carousel.
Did the music start sounding off when the people arrived, or was it okay before?
It was okay before, like yesterday and this morning when I left my house with my little puppy, Bucatini. Say hi, Bucatini, and he's showing you all his little puppy and asking you to pet his head and stuff like that.
I'm just gonna take your dog if you give him to me. I'm sorry. It's proper cute. I'm sorry. I won't touch it. Is this one of the council members that we know is voting yes? I'm sorry. I didn't catch the name of the.
Oh, my name. Titsi. I just saw you in Lambtown, but I'm happy to introduce myself again. My name is Tiziano Feinberg Farfalik. And all of you are noticing he's like a tan human, early 40s, muscular arms. He's kind of it's not a button-up shirt, but it's like laces that are slightly undone to reveal man cleavage. He's got stubble and short curly brown hair. Everything is trimmed very neatly. And you can tell he's been carrying musical instruments on his bag. which the party would remember. He was giving music lessons to the orphans at the Shepherd's Respite earlier today.
And he's a yes then.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Did we tell you about that? There's a vote going on to fund the KIFE, like a KIFE task force, essentially.
Oh,
and the council members are voting yes or no against it, and there's 6 of them. One's up in the air. 2 are up in the air, sorry. 3 are yeses. 1's a no. Right? Did I get that right?
Titiano interjects and says, I think Ernie's a no. That nib, Order of the Nib, always messing about with our business. He has no idea how much KIFE has messed up my district. So many bards here have been getting lethargic and delirious. They no longer want to write lyrics or perform in the square. And so that's why Monsieur Malride hired the carousel to come here instead of the normal drummers I would normally hire to play music in the square.
You guys want to go over and talk to Tortellini and see why he's a no? Maybe we can get some answers from him, or you want to investigate what's going on with these fairies? There's quite a bit to do today, I feel like. I mean, we have options.
Well, I could take a look at maybe the music from the carousel. Maybe I could figure out what's going on. Retune it back up.
She's very talented at this sort of thing.
Titiano comes over and kind of shake your hand, Siri, and he sort of like he's giving you a knowing look, like you're both bards, you both kind of like doing this kind of work, and he seems to express gratitude that you'd be willing to do this kind of work.
Does this carousel, does it look fey?
Make a perception check.
As soon as we grab onto it, we're going to be stuck on it forever.
We're going to be teleported into the dimension.
25.
Ooh.
I just sent it to you in the chat, Cody. Did you see it?
It's a giant.
Yeah. And our bread stealer is just chilling there?
And at this point, the bread stealer has run off, and Tiziano has just kind of waved his hand like he can't worry about it right now. He's talking to you all.
I am hastening.
Yes.
Would you like to try some Wahala? It'll liven you up this afternoon. And he tears off a piece of his sesame-studded bread to give to you.
No, I think I'm good.
He tosses it to Bucatini, his puppy.
So, about this carousel, before we go, investigating the music and fixing it, it seems to be in perfectly fine working order, right? Yeah. Maybe let's don't touch it. Or ride it.
Oh,
but why?
Oh, I forgot you were here. This is not a mortal carousel.
my God.
I feel like it just seems super familiar. And sometimes these things can go a little awry if you don't know what you're doing.
Should we just maybe block it off for the kids? No one ride it?
I think that would be a good idea. The children that were riding it, where are they now? Did they go home or did they not get off the carousel?
Titiano says to you, they scattered. Some of them went back home. Some of them went back indoors. You might find some of them wandering around the streets.
Well, let's go take a look at it then. We'll take a look at it for you, Counselor, and then we'll go talk to the other council members to see that their votes, because we also oppose the KIFE trade and want it to be stopped. So we think a task force is a good idea.
I agree. This is why we need to research it. This is why maybe you can convince Ernie or Antonia Cannelloni to change their minds and vote yes.
We do know the Catalones, so we could go over there too.
Okay, Allora. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hey, before we take off, do you have any kind of badge that we could have to show the guards? I mean, they tried to chase us down earlier, and obviously we're on the same team here for the whole KIFE thing, and we don't want to be bothered by the common guard. We're working together here.
He looks at Siri, Siri being the bard of the party, and he's kind of rubbing up the back of his head like, I'm not sure. I do have the flag on my house, that indicates that I'm a member of the town council. I could lend you that, but
Can I just like pull out a piece of parchment and pen and be like, can you just write a pardons and so they can read it and sign your name, maybe? Oh, we should probably get your seal though on it.
Yeah, where are you for staying, by the way?
Oh.
That's a great question, I suppose. I don't remember if we settled that the last time we played.
We just got into town yesterday, and we stayed somewhere last night, I assume.
I think we got in this morning.
Where did we stay last night?
The home of Gil and Gracie.
Okay.
Gracie.
Well, if I can look at the bardman or the bard guy and be like, do you know the little head? Maybe? Considering someone told us about that place.
Siri, he blushes and hides behind his challah. And then
As is his right.
Speaks up and says, "What? I've
Would you not
heard of
recommend
it."
Oh, someone recommended it to us, so maybe there.
He says,
or the Black Arms.
Black
I
Arms.
forgot that I have.
He says, Black Arms, you might have a better bet. There are a lot of out-of-towners spending a lot of money at the Little Head this weekend, I'm sure. And I would bet that their rooms are full. It's very popular. And he sort of winks at you, Siri.
Oh, I like that the Black Arms is more easily talked about, despite the fact that sometimes they run in the same circles. Yes, we shall check out the Black Arms. I'll ask my friends. So you can find us there. If we're not staying there, you could probably still find us there. We have contacts there who can get in touch with us.
He kind of bows at you, and he says, I like your straw hat, Barbarian. Where'd you get it?
I'm wearing a straw hat?
You haven't taken it off since the first time I met you.
Where the hell is it from?
Can
you steal it from the mayor?
Yeah, Mayor
covered in cat fur.
Schlafly gave it to you. Yeah, and it's covered in cat fur.
And aren't you allergic to cat fur? So this whole time, Elena's been just like,
watery.
Why, thank you. I look constantly like I'm sobbing.
oh,
Thank you very much.
I've been meaning to say something like, are you okay?
Thank you for asking. No, I should probably take this off. I just like it a lot.
You know, when you were wearing it, you looked really cool, minus the whole, like, looking like you've been sobbing for 24 hours straight.
I did try to put a little bit of foundation on you last night when you weren't moving. But, you know.
I've already cried it off because my eyes are watering like crazy. Would you like this hat, sir? Are you allergic to cats?
He says, I'm not allergic to any cats.
Do you want to take this hat?
I would love to take that hat.
Go for it, man.
Grazie. And he takes the hat from you.
All right. We're gonna go do stuff.
He said he points at his house, which is to the east, and you can see the flag with the white and blue colors on it. And he says, "I'll be there until the joke off. Maybe I'll see you at the joke off tonight." And he kind of winks at Siri. Maybe you'll be in it. He shrugs his.
Wow. That was so Siri of you.
Siri, I don't think you remember saying and already agreeing to being in it. Because
What?
told some travelers on the road that you were definitely performing.
Oh no.
By I said it, you said it.
Oh no. I don't know why she would say that, because she considers stand-up comedy to be the lowest form of entertainment.
Oh.
Maybe she can sing like a Bo Burnham song or something.
Oh no. It's like a weird owl.
I like that.
Oh dear.
Like where this is going.
Okay.
So the party right now is standing about 80, 90 feet away from Soggybottom Square, where the carousel is. That's straight north. Directly to the left of you is a pretty tall wooden building and the door is wide open of that building. It looks like the community mess hall for the district. And you can hear some fussing around and loud noises coming from inside.
But the guy's left, right?
Yeah, Tiziano has gone already.
I just turned straight to Aisling. I'm like, should we burn it? Should we just burn it down?
No. That's, I think, probably frowned upon. but I don't know if it really belongs here either. And also, we know where he lives now, so do we just take his flag and bring it back later if we need something? That's a side quest. Let's not get distracted.
I mean, we can by. We could go there first.
We can look at the carousel.
Should we try and figure out where all these fake creatures are coming from? If there's
You
like
don't
some
think
sort of portal?
the fake creatures are the children, right? We don't. Are we? Do you think the children got turned into fake creatures? That's what I'm thinking.
Olena, make an insight check, and I'll tell you in the chat.
I speak Sylvan, but I know nothing of Fey culture. It's a little
13.
No explanation for it at all.
We have, so back where I'm from, we have this game we like to play on our daily parchment readings. It's called Duolingo, and that's how I learned that language that I have. Goblin.
Oh, wow. Has that ever come
Say something in Goblin.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
What does that mean?
It means I really wish you hadn't given your hat away.
Oh, it's such a succinct language.
I also wish I really hadn't given my hat away, but I was slowly dying.
We could have washed it.
That is true, but it was made of straw, so I think the cat hairs were pretty stuck in there. I'll get the new one. I do feel a little bare. I might need to redo my hair because it's that hat's been on my head since the beginning of time, apparently.
Could you make a history check, Elena, by the way? Now that you've mentioned something.
The history of the hat.
7.
I'll type this to you in the chat.
Okay. Okay, let me go back through my notes. Was I supposed to go to a tailor's shop in here, by the way, sometime? Or that's the wrong notes. I have too many D&D notes, and none of them are organized. Frog in a well knows nothing of the sea.
Oh, I forgot about my little fortune cookie thing.
Sounds like a mochi fortune.
The stitching. I was supposed to go see Mom? No, that was a chicken satay seller. Mania? I don't know. But I think the stitching is somewhere in the Arts District, and I was supposed to be there like several midnights ago, and we ended up getting distracted. But
better late than never, I suppose.
True.
Elena, as this memory comes back to you, you see the sign for a tailor shop northwest of you, just past the community mess hall. That must be where the stitching is.
Okay, so alright. I think I'd like to stop by the stitching. Do we want to do something about this carousel and look at these these Fae? Or do we want to go to the other houses?
I mean, whatever Aisling says, I think. They seem to know most about it.
Can I just look around for, like, try to spot any of these fake creatures, and, like, if they're hiding or if they're popping out, looking to see what's going on?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Milo stealthily try and light a fire on the carousel.
Just an 8.
8.
Can seriously really help Milo's on fire.
Aisling, you're not sure, but some of the noises inside the mess hall, which is the building to your left, could be fake.
Milo, what are you doing?
Sparks, nothing. He doesn't have any kindling or anything set up, so it's not catching. I don't know. I'm just doing my part, I suppose. Should we, what's the plan? Are we going to the tailor? We gonna go find out where all these fake creatures are coming from? And
I think they're eating right now.
Well,
over there.
Joke off, and tricks have always been sort of like jokes, so maybe it's okay to let them go crazy.
Okay.
You could always walk in and ask, too.
Yeah, let's go check it out, I suppose. I mean,
Should we just do a walk by and then maybe go to the tailor's?
Yeah,
Just see.
We should have put the dog on the carousel.
Oh,
I thought
Why?
it was cute. I tell you what, it was like a little Dalmatian looking thing, but not quite a Dalmatian. It was. I want that dog. I will get that dog.
Milo should have an animal
I-
companion.
Mhm.
yeah, true.
Someone else's animal companion. I'll walk up and open the door of the mess hall.
You
I'll
can move
follow
your car-
behind you.
You all can move
Oh,
your
we're
characters.
there.
All right, so Aisling is taking the lead and walked straight into the front door of the mess hall. The front door is wide open. It looks like once you're inside, you see rows of wooden tables and chairs that have been overtaken by fake creatures called rum gremlins. They're kind of just
Gremlins?
rum, like alcohol rum
Mhm.
gremlins. They're just chilling and drinking from wooden mugs. I'll show you where they are. They're like kind of play fighting with one another, and you can see strewn about the table are like screws and bits of wood and hammers and nails and scrolls written in some sort of Fey language. They look over at you, Aisling, as you walk in, and the slightly taller gremlin kind of waves you over and points at an empty glass, an empty wooden mug. Looks like this gremlin would like to pour you some beer.
Sure.
So you take the beer.
I let them pour said beer.
They're pouring the beer. It sloshes into the glass. and
Isn't
you
that
see,
Kaif? Is that not Kaif?
I don't know. What does it look like?
It looks dark. It looks like a dark beer.
Remember, because they were calling our Kaif beer, and we were like, "What?"
What?
I definitely remember that.
You're definitely
Is
here for it.
Smell like beer? Or does it smell like drugs?
Would you like to taste it? Would you like to sniff it?
Just sniff it.
Okay, let's do a perception check then.
Aisling's gonna get addicted to Kaif. Shit!
Let's do a little bit on the gums here and there. So it's fine.
13.
You're not sure if this is beer or kife or like a stout or what it is. It might be worthwhile to test it out.
I don't know if you should test it out. I'll be honest with you.
At this point, the fake creatures see you as well, Elena, and the slightly taller one points at another wooden mug and pours some beer into the mug and looks at you. And they're like talking in some Fey language.
Is it
What?
Sylvan?
It's Sylvan.
Oh,
So you would
What is-
understand. So
Yeah.
you would
Milo
understand
too,
what this,
right?
Mhm.
and Milo would understand. Let's get these people drunk. Let's get these people lit. Let's get these people hammered. Like the hammers on the table? Yes, Stretch. Just like the hammers on the table.
Does it look like they're the leaders of the little group of them, or?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, jeez. It's gonna be like 3, I think.
Okay.
I swear to God, my physical dice are just unlucky right now.
Yeah.
I feel you.
You're so unfamiliar, even though you're familiar with the language, Milo. You're so unfamiliar with the culture of rum gremlins that you're not sure if they would be the leaders or not.
I'll just kind of whisper to everyone, like, I want to drink that stuff.
At this point, they poured a mug for Aisling and a mug for Olena.
I'll take the mug and just hold it. And turn to Aisling and be like, what are they saying? Sorry, no, that was racist of me. I shouldn't assume that you know what they're saying. Hello, my name is Olena. Starting to speak to them.
They look at you and start speaking in common.
Oh, god damn it.
The slightly taller one points at himself with 2 thumbs. I'm Kvetch! And the other one is kind of like a little bit jumpy, a little bit hoppy, and he says, he's got a little bit of a Fey top hat. And he says, my name is Scrub.
Those are great names. What are you doing? Are you here for the joke off?
And they're drinking. They're continuing to drink from their mugs of beer, and they look at you and they say, "Do you not know how to drink? Hold the mug like this, tilt your head back, gog."
Okay.
I
I'll fake sip it.
Yeah.
They're watching Aisling and Elena fake sip beer dripping all over your mouth, onto the floor, onto Elena's torn clothing, and they're just like laughing and slapping themselves. Oh, they're getting drunk just like us.
This is
I will
very odd.
ask them. I'll go back to Sylvan, sure. Okay, we're gonna get so drunk with you. It's gonna be so funny. But
So you do know Sylvan.
but my friends here are lightweights because they're not as cool as us Fae folk. So they're gonna take it slow. Also, why are you here?
Kvetch, the slightly taller one, starts chuckling. They just need to catch up. We're at least 5-6 mugs in, brother, sister, friend. Well, finish up already. We'll pour you another.
I'll fake sip another one. Where are you from? What part of the Feywild?
As you ask this question, the shorter one, Scrub, has noticed Milo and Siri, and he is pouring a mug for each of them, a mug of beer, and is now holding it out to each of you, Milo and Siri.
No, thank you. I have to be clear for an apparent competition that I'm apparently signed up for. Thank you.
Oh God.
And then I just point to my holy symbol and shake my head.
He's a holy man.
They look at each other, and Scrub says, "Oh well, that just means more for us." Kvetch, the taller one, answers your question, Aisling. This guy, Monsieur something, who lives here in Zadaxi, summoned the carousel. He talked to our leader guy, Gilmore, and now the carousel is here, and now we're here, and you're here, and we're in the same room. And so you need a top up? You need a top up on your mug?
No, we are so good. I'll inform the rest of the group what I just heard, and then we can just switch to common if we want to.
Aisling, are you trying to inform the group, like, surreptitiously so that the two gremlins don't hear?
No.
Okay, so you're saying it out loud. Okay.
Yeah, they already know the story. So I'll just tell them basically what they told me, that
okay,
their leader is Gilmore and he brought the carousel, and just kind of tell you all that, and then turn back to the two of them and say, what about the children of this town? Where did they go?
The shorter one, Scrub, says, this children of this town are so stupid. They drink milk. So you know what we've been doing? We've been replacing their milk with something way better, way tastier.
Is it beer?
It's called, no, you silly goose. Children don't drink beer. But we've been stealing milk and pouring it down the drain. And instead of milk in their cereal, we've been pouring... We've been pouring cherry cola in their cereal.
Oh, okay.
I was like, Jesus, they're drugging.
Drugging kids? Nah, just getting them real sugared up.
I feel like that's a reflection on, honestly, just poor parenting. You know,
yeah, because I feel
parents
like
can't see that it's not milk.
Yeah.
I mean, milk is disgusting. You should pour it out.
Absolutely, yes.
I'm going to stick my finger in the beer and taste it.
Oh God.
You do like the little like pinky.
My pinky nails are real long.
Pinky nail.
Oh my god.
Spoon shaped.
We see you filing it at dinner.
I have a fork on my index finger.
It tastes hoppy and wonderful. It reminds you of your youth. The flavor of this substance. It tastes absolutely fantastic, and you would like to drink some more of it.
Would I? Does it taste like beer from the Feywild? Like, does it taste better than beer from the Feywild? I guess because I think they described it as no, we don't like.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is better than.
Make an insight check.
Why do you roll so poorly? 13.
So you might want to investigate Zadash a little bit more. Zadash has 2 beers that are very prominent, and if you had a pure sample of Zadash beer, you could compare it to see if it tastes more like regular Zadash beer. But your taste buds don't quite remember what the beer from home tastes like.
Say, Sling, do you mind asking them where Gilmore is? Maybe we can meet up and see if we can help them out in their endeavors.
I'm sure, but I feel like you just did.
Oh, they can speak common. That's right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You
You
know
also
where
can
Gilmore
speak
is?
our language.
No, I can't. Wink, wink, wink.
Kvetch, the slightly taller one, leans over at you and says, You're too holy. You're too holy."
Oh no, friend.
I'm not holy.
I think you got me all wrong. I just prefer this, and I pull out my last bottle of Goldfoot wine and pop
When
it
you-
open.
When you pull out the wine, both of the gremlins stop what they're doing and they look at it like you've just found the missing link. You just found, I don't know, like something amazing. And it's like a shining piece of gold in the sky. And their jaws both drop, and they both are jumping towards you, saying, Gimme, 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 gimme.
Where's Gilmore at?
Here we go. Oh god, they're horrifying looking. Okay. Sorry.
Flashbacks, frogs, oh. Okay.
Oh.
So these gremlins want that wine, Milo. What is the rest of the party doing?
Why don't you go fetch some glasses and I'll pour you one.
Kvetch pulls out 2 mugs from. He doesn't move from looking at you at all. He just reaches his arm back and pulls out 2 mugs from inside his backpack.
And I'll pop it open.
Can
and
I
pour
pause Milo, like right as he's about to, and be like, maybe we do it in exchange for something, Milo, and not just for free.
Oh, well, I'm just hoping that they'll be kind enough to tell us where we can get into some shenanigans with Gilmore as I'm pouring them a bottle.
That'd
So,
be a good
do you mind
trade.
telling us where we can find Gilmore?
Kvetch and Scrub are like hopping up. Actually, you're about the same height. They're trying to grab their mugs back from you.
I'll take them out of Milo's hands and hold them up.
So Elena's too tall. They're like kind of jumping in the air a little bit. What'd you say, Gilmore? Where's Gilmore? Where's Gilmore right now? And Scrub looks over at Kvetch and says, probably at the Jogoth. I mean, he looks over. He looks at his wrist, and then he says, I don't. He looks over at the wall to see if there's a way to tell time, and he says, I don't know. I don't know if he's there yet.
Side note. Have we heard
I have
the name
notes on
Gilmore before?
I have
Yeah.
notes on him.
You have notes. You have notes. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's associated with the Coil of Mayhem, wanted to take over vineyards. in
That's what it
Virlinia.
is.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
He floats.
definitely connected with Kaif. More Kaif, more something. I can't read what I wrote last. But
Kvetch, after Aisling says he floats, Kvetch says, and he wears slippers. He wears slippers.
Oh, you don't say. I would love a pair of those slippers. But, I can't ask him because I don't know where he is. Maybe if you gave me a little more info to go off of, I could give you the rest of this bottle here.
The Quiding Mill.
The what
The
milk?
the
Mighty Quill. Okay.
the black. Yeah, over there,
The Mighty Quill, the Black Arms. Which one is it?
where the joke off is tonight.
And we would
Where
know.
is he normally found?
Oh, normally he's just hiding here in the shadows around the carousel, making the thing making the thing do stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Well, Gilmore opened the portal.
For you to come through, right? Yes.
Yeah, that's how we got here. Gilmore opened the portal. He made a deal with Monsieur, whatever his name is, and yeah, so we're here. And we love the beer here.
Monsieur.
I feel like we have him on sheer.
I don't know.
Here's Monsieur Levine.
No,
You
the
should
one
ask
that hired
around.
the hired that carousel was like Hyriday. I couldn't really hear what you said, but you said like Hyriday or something. Monsieur Hyriday or something.
You should maybe ask around someone else. Maybe ask the pigs behind us in the farm.
And one last question before I give you this bottle, but what does Gilmore look like? Besides
Tall.
floating around.
Wears blue, tattoos on his face, and he wears slippers. He's not a gremlin like us.
Are they special slippers? Why do you keep? What's the
Yeah.
He was the
slipper?
one that was talking to the mayor in the other town, right? There was someone that was floating
The
around.
priest.
Right.
Mhm.
Right? We saw him talking to the priest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so.
He was in
Mhm.
another town?
He gets around, I suppose, maybe.
I guess so. I thought he was here all week. Interesting.
Well, here you go. Give him the bottle of wine.
They're so happy with this. They take it to the corner of the room. And when they take it to the corner of the room, they pop open the door a little bit. And Milo, since you interacted with them, could you give me a perception check?
Oh, Jesus. 6.
6. You can tell. Well, you can tell that they opened the door to another part of the community's hall that you haven't been to yet. That's all you can tell from where you're standing. The angle's not quite good enough for you to pick up anything else.
Does anyone else see anything in that room? I can't hardly see over the counter.
Everyone's
Like,
look.
look.
You
Yeah.
can give me a perception check. If anybody else is looking.
19.
19.
So good.
Yeah, Siri, you
Much
actually do
better,
have the
too.
best angle. Siri, you can tell that there's something. You don't know what it is until you go into the room, but you can kind of hear the sound of the air in the room when the door opens, or the space in the room. That there's something large inside this room. And it's at this moment that the two gremlins actually walk into the room.
Can I just lean down? I think Elena is like the closest to me in height, so I'm just gonna lean down to Elena and be like, "There's something big in there, like really big. Like I don't know how they got it through the door big."
I'll draw my greatsword and sort of like back up and look in the door.
Okay, I'm gonna move your character.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Elena, inside the room, you see a giant, some sort of machine built out of barrels, and it looks like the shape of a dwarf standing on two giant long legs. So it's got like a beard, slightly pointed ears, the big bushy dwarven eyebrows. Everything's made out of wood, and the back and chest and arms are all made of barrels. The whatever this object is completely still, but from where you're standing, you can tell that there's some sort of beer inside the main body of this object. The room smells heavily of beer.
I'm not stealthy, so I'm just gonna be like, so what the fuck is this?
Kvetch stands up and says, "Oh, we made this. We made this,
Huh?
ma'am."
Thank you. Very polite. Why? But for? Who is he?
Well, we figure if we could get everyone in Zadaxi drinking beer, then they can make more beer for us. And so we built this guy to terrify We built
You're
this guy to
terrorists.
scare the locals to do our bidding.
So this is an act of terrorism.
Beer.
Beerism.
And
Wow, what a great response.
Beer.
Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna have to shut down this operation under the sheriff's orders. You're both under arrest for attempted terrorism. We're gonna have to bring you into the council and have you tried against the committee unless you destroy this beer goblin right now.
Alana, could I ask you to make a Constitution save? You're noticing at this point.
What if I said no?
You're noticing at this point that Kvetch and Scrub are kind of emitting these vapors that smell like beer, and because you're standing so close to them, you're becoming enveloped in this intoxicating scent.
15.
15 is enough. Whatever the scent is, it seems to have no effect on it. Milo, you're standing right behind Elena. Could you make a Constitution save?
Okay.
You can do it.
Not my strong suit. 12.
Milo, you immediately feel your face, like your face hurts for some reason, and you are now poisoned. So you will have all of your attack rolls and saves at disadvantage for the next.
I'm resistant to poison.
You're resistant.
So I have
I guess.
I have advantage on this roll.
Okay, so you can roll again.
Okay.
Come on.
18.
Hey,
Okay, so you make the save. But you notice it could have affected you. At this point, Kvetch, who is drinking furiously from the bottle of wine and drinking the beer, has now passed out.
That's why you don't mix your liquors. It's not a good idea.
What? I licks my mickers whenever. What do you want? What?
The Goldfoot wine is pretty strong. I should have warned you. It'll knock you out. It's pretty high ABV. My friend said something about bringing you into the authorities, though. So guess that's where we're at now.
Scrub, the one who is still awake and is clearly inebriated, says, "Don't worry, I'll follow what the missus said. I'll break the robot. Don't you worry.
All right, let's watch you do that then.
I'll get to it.
Watch you do that.
I'll get to it sometime. So
Today, in the next 5 minutes, or else I knock you out.
he's fallen asleep. He's passed out as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so here's the sitch, folks.
There were other ones in here, right?
Yeah.
Like there were other goblins,
In this particular building,
The house.
like in the mess hall.
in this particular building, you currently do not see any, but you're fairly sure there are other Fae in the area.
So it was just the two of them in here getting drunk by themselves.
You're fairly sure.
Okay. Dang.
And does this big barrel thing look like it's active, or is it just kind of?
It looks like it's inactive and that there needs to be some sort of way to turn it on.
Should we investigate and see if there's a way to get this thing going and maybe take that away from them so it doesn't terrorize everyone in town?
Yeah, let's take stock of everything we've learned so far. So they were summoned by Gilmore. Gilmore, part of Kaif Trade.
Mortal Coil, to be precise.
Yeah. Coil of Mayhem.
Coil of Mayhem. Mortal
what
Coil
he
is a
is-
different thing. I don't know what that is. But,
I don't know what that. Your mortal coil is your life, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
This guy's here to terrorize. This barrel thing is here to terrorize citizens. So I would call these folks domestic terrorists. And well, I guess
they
no,
domestic?
They're,
I don't think
they're
they're
foreign.
domestic.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Wow, this is horrifying.
I suppose that's even worse. I don't know. Domestic terrorism? Foreign terrorism?
Yeah, it's a toss-up, quite frankly.
I mean, I guess it just depends what they're after. Sounds like they're up to no good. Maybe
Dude,
lock the
destroy
door?
this? Yeah, I don't know. This thing, he kind of looks friendly.
He does look a little nice, I'm not gonna lie.
You want to? Maybe you can reprogram him to just be like a beer dispenser.
Should we maybe move their bodies out of here? Just in case it stomps around and murders them?
That sounds like a good idea. We don't want to murder anybody.
I'd be careful. They stink. They are reeking of alcohol.
Maybe we move the stompy guy out of there.
Sure. And I'll also like check him for a key or something to like turn this machine on.
Yeah, those of you who are trying to understand how to turn this thing on, if you could make a perception check on the object, that would be great.
I am not very good with technology. If somebody else wants to maybe perceive how to do something with this.
I rolled a 1, but I get to re-roll those.
Okay.
I am probably not based on Siri. I don't think Siri would be good at this either.
It's perception, you say?
Perception, yes.
17 altogether.
17. Milo, you see that there is a switch kind of where if it had a spine, it would be where the spine is. That you see this like it really is just like a switch that needs to be turned on.
You think if we turn it on, it'll start wailing on us?
I'll prepare myself just in case.
It is a terrorist.
Oh dear. I'm just gonna cast Bless. As soon as they said, I'm just gonna cast a Bless on these 3 people in front of me.
Alright.
I will rage.
Let's ready some actions here in case this guy's hostile. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I'm gonna turn it on.
Okay, hold on. Let me get bless on everybody.
Yeah, so you all have a D4 you can add to attack, saving throws. To every single attack and saving throw until I drop it.
Thank you, Siri.
Lena has bless and rage going.
Oh!
Ah!
I don't know what that noise was.
That's a blessed rage.
Oh.
And
You seem conflicted, angry, but spiritual.
and Milo, you're turning the switch on?
Yeah, but I'm also readying an action to attack one of my friends.
Okay.
Were you gonna move these bodies out? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we moved the bodies out to the hallway so they don't get stepped on or anything.
Mm-hmm.
We're by the books, even though they're terrorists.
Okay.
As Milo goes in, I'm like, Milo, maybe also come back out after? Okay. Well, Olena went in already.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I just like look at Aisling as they both go in. I'm like,
No, I'm at the
I'm
door.
not going in
I'll be
there.
at the door.
I don't really want to either.
I think maybe it'll come out.
Okay. It'll probably smash its way out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Through your friend.
Okay, so Milo, you turn the device on, and you hear the series of like whirring and clicking noises, and the arms are kind of like moving into place, and the legs are. It's like he's getting itself limber, and the thing has come to life, and it's gonna take a swing at you, Milo. So before that happens, I know Olena had a readied action.
No, I was just raging.
You're just raging. Okay.
Yeah.
Could everybody roll for initiative, please? And Milo, you're not surprised because you were getting prepared to turn it on. So we'll go in initiative order.
I'll say, "Oh, hello, friend," and boom. So roll initiative, right?
Yes.
Oh, that was a high freaking roll for once.
19.
Siri got a 17. Where is the initiative order?
Where is the order? I don't remember how to play D&D.
It's been a while.
Oh, here it
Been a
is.
while.
Turn order.
Been a while.
Milo got a 19.
Yeah.
Siri got a 17.
Yeah.
Siri, what's your dexterity?
+2.
Okay, so you go before the golem.
Okay. Okay.
Aisling, what did you get?
I got a 5.
5. Okay, so we have the turn order set up. Milo, you are first to act. You are right in front of this construct made out of barrels and beer.
Okay, I'll shout and invoke Pelor's good name, and I'll say, "Oh, well, Pelor's not too pleased with you, pal." And then I'll just swing at him. Get my extra little +1 from that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 8. 17 plus 8 is 25? Right?
25 will hit.
Okay.
Damn.
And then I will do... I'll just hit him and see what that does. So,
Okay.
8 damage on the first hit.
Okay. As you slash this creature, you've managed to pierce one of the barrels, and it has spurted out beer onto the ground. I need you and Olena both to make a Constitution save.
Is this poison again?
Or you'll find out.
Well, I'll roll advantage if it's poison.
20.
Rolled
Non-natural.
an 8.
8. It might be poison. Could you roll an advantage, Michael?
1, so I get to roll that again, right?
Yes, you do.
14.
14. You make it. So both
You can
of
also
you.
add your don't forget your bless. Bless
Oh,
for
shit,
saving
my
throws
bless.
too.
Oh,
Whoops.
both
Well.
of you make your save. So the beer splashes on both of you, and you can smell it. The air smells like hops and barley, but neither of you seem affected by it.
Okay, this time I'll swing again.
Okay,
Just a 15 that time.
15 hits.
Okay. And I'll just pump a smite into it. Why not?
Okay,
2d8. It's not a fiend, so 10 from the smite, and then 10 from the longsword, so 20 for the second hit.
20s. You slash into it again, and it continues to leak beer all over the floor of this small room. It's starting to get very sticky and dirty on the floor, like a pub, like a
I'll catch
typical
some
pub.
in my mouth, and then I'll back behind. I'll move over so Siri or Olena can get in.
Milo, could you also make a perception check, please? Because some of the beer landed in your mouth, so you can taste it.
15.
15. Milo, this beer tastes like a brand of Zadaxian beer called Barbarian Streisand.
Ooh,
does
this
not
is
taste-
Barbarian Streisand. I love this one.
It does not taste like Kaif. Okay, that's the end of your turn. So, Siri, you're up next.
From out here, is there anything that I hear or can smell that will indicate that it's been turned on and there's something going down? Can I see anything from where I was?
You could definitely have heard all the commotion and slashing
Okay.
and sloshing going on from inside the room.
Can I? Okay then. With my movement, can I just I'm just gonna go up so I can see the thing a little bit, and then I'll just cast Vicious Mockery on it because I don't really want to get close to it.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, you're really rusty."
Oh, that's an 8.
Oh, that fails.
Damn.
Okay.
What kind of damage is it?
Psychic?
Psychic?
I think it's psychic.
Psychic
Okay.
damage.
Mhm.
Does that work? I'll just use what I rolled up here. It's a 4.
Could you make a perception roll, please, Siri?
Perception.
Does it have a brain?
Does it have a brain? 15.
Siri, you think that this creature is totally unaffected by Vicious Mockery.
Oh crap! And then I'm just gonna back up.
And then you back up? Okay. Is that the end of
Give
your
me
turn?
a second.
No, that was it. That was her turn. Since she moved back, I don't think she's going to do anything.
Okay.
I was gonna say if it is, it would just be a bardic inspiration probably, because I don't think
Probably.
bards get a lot of bonus actions.
All right. It's now the Keg Golem's turn. It's gonna try to use its arm and swipe at Milo's face. That is a 4 to hit, so that's gonna miss. So Milo, you duck. You don't have to duck actually. You're short enough that his arm completely goes over your head and misses, and it continues to slosh beer on the floor.
Milo tries to catch a little bit more.
That's the end of its turn. Next to act is Olena.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I was buffering. Not actually the camera. I will hit it with my great axe. I am raging.
So you need to move forward, right, to be next to it?
Oh, What is my reach? 5 foot only.
Yeah, you need to get closer. There we go.
I move forward and I roll a math 21 to hit.
21 hits.
11 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Where are you aiming on the creature?
It's arm barrel.
Okay.
And then I'll hit it again in the arm. I want to chop off an arm.
Yeah, go for it.
To attack. Olena, that's what they call me. 17 to hit.
That also hits.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Olena, you have smashed your axe into this creature right at the seam of where its arm is connected to its chest, and the entire arm falls off onto the floor and spills beer on everybody and everything in its path. I need you and Milo to both make a Constitution save again.
Don't forget bless.
It's a D4, right? Thank God.
Yeah, D4.
11.
Okay. Milo?
14 for Milo with the bless.
Milo makes a save, but Olena, you are poisoned, so you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and saves for the next amount of time.
That's fine.
Do you have a bonus action?
Bonus action, lightning crackle. It has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it got a 7.
Aha!
Oh, but it has an advantage against lightning. Oh, it got a 19.
Okay, well, it still takes half damage. So
Okay, half
but
damage.
I rolled a 1, so it takes.
So
1
it takes
point
no
of
damage.
Oh, okay, that's okay. That's
Just looks at you. It's like hunking over you. It just looks at you,
I think
as if
it's standing in a pool of beer.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
the expression on its face is motionless, but it seems slightly more menacing in this moment, like it's upset that you tried to use lightning on it.
Come at me, bro.
Aisling, you're next to act.
Okay. That's the crowd. I will move there.
Hmm.
And I need it to make a dex saving throw. 14.
Why are you making a dex saving throw?
No, I need it to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, it has to. Yeah, okay.
The barrel monster.
It sounded like.
Oh,
I
it got a
need
4.
to.
Oh, sorry. And sorry that you got a 4. What kind of music do they play at beer clubs?
Polka sometimes. Oompa music.
Yeah,
Think of
sure.
Oktoberfest.
Whatever color you think that is what color it's now outlined in.
Okay.
I
We can-
cast Fairy Fire on it.
It's like this Bavarian checkerboard pattern of blue and white that it's outlined in now.
And so now any attack roll against it gets advantage.
Okay.
And it can't go invisible. Well, it can go invisible, but we can still see it.
Okay, great.
And it does not get to save again, so it's that way for a minute.
That is the end of the round. So we're going to go back to Milo. Milo, you're currently standing next to this creature that has lost an arm. It's leaking beer everywhere. What are you going to do?
I'll turn to my party and say, guys, I think I might have ingested Kaif. This thing is blue and white all of a sudden. And I'm gonna swing at it. 14 plus 7, I think is my. So 21. Let's see if I get a natural 20 with the advantage. I didn't. So 21.
21 hits.
Okay. 9 points of damage for the first strike.
Milo, tell us how you murder this creature.
I just kind of pierce it with the point and then let the beer fly back into my mouth again.
Okay. The beer lands squarely, like in the center of your mouth, as the whole thing crashes to the ground, and more beer kind of floods the whole area and leaks into the area where the two creatures are asleep, and now they're covered in beer. You have the party has dispatched this little golem made out of barrels. So I'd like to give everybody some experience points. Let's give everybody 200 experience points for all the things you've done so far, including killing this little golem.
Every day I go closer to level 6.
Creeping on up.
It's at this point that, as the party has kind of dusted off from this battle, Siri sees a pile of barrels and like Cooper's materials and hammers and nails that are in the corner of the main hall that you were all in a moment ago. And it looks as if you don't have to roll insight for this, Siri. It looks as if they're going to build another golem using all this material.
Does it look like it's already been assembled?
It's not assembled yet.
Is that this thing in the corner that you're?
That's this thing right here. Yeah,
okay, I'll be like, it looks like they were gonna build a second one out here too, and I'll just start like walking over there to get a closer look, I guess.
Siri, you actually look in the same spot where Milo had found the switch, and you can see that there's no sort of connecting cogs or mechanisms where the switch on the other golem was on the pieces that you're looking at. So it looks like you wouldn't be able to turn it on because it's not assembled enough.
Is there, like, looking at it, is there anything that I could quickly be like, I'm just going to detach this even more, like unscrew this or take apart this? Or
you could take apart some of the rings around the barrels and do some stuff like that.
I'll just try to disassemble it a little bit more.
Okay, we'll let you do that. No, you don't have to roll.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Milo's going to look around for other information in this room. There's like ledgers or something.
Yeah, you do see some paperwork in this room. It seems like the owner of the mess hall, their name is Senor Sloppy.
Senor Sloppy.
Mm-hmm. And you also see some paperwork indicating that there are several sacks of slop for the pigs that Senor Sloppy has in the farm, which is just behind the building. In fact, some of you might have recalled as you walked into Soggybottom Square here in the Arts District that there were a couple of pigs behind the building that you could have seen.
Just a bunch of pig stuff. Should we go check on the pigs, or should we just get out of here and move on? Hey, none of us got hit. That was incredible, everyone. Good job.
Yeah, we're a good team. I guess
It
we
also
should head
didn't have a
out.
brain.
That is true.
On the not broken one that we just fought, the one that they hadn't quite finished building yet, can I rustle around in my pockets and pull out some like eyeliner,
Okay.
and just on the barrel start drawing a spider that looks sort of like Gilmore's tattoo.
Okay.
And just kind of draw it on there
Okay.
for funsies.
So there's like a Gilmore style tattoo on one of the biggest barrels of this unassembled creature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kind of just wipe off my chin from the beer that got spilt all over it and leave the room. Triumphant.
Yeah, I'd like to stop by the seamstress if we have time. Because I do need new clothes. Look at me. B,
No, I think-
because
Wonderful, Elena. I don't know what you're
that's
talking
very
about.
nice of you to be
think she's
patronizing.
just being
But I mean,
nice.
if you'd like
You-
to get some, I would love to get some with you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And because there might be a secret society there. By the way, Aisling, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I might be a member of a secret society. We've never confirmed it because we left town like
It was
2
an
minutes
interesting
after I
name.
was told about it. But apparently, if I go over to this place and I say the words that I definitely just read somewhere, so they're in here somewhere. God damn it, Emily.
The frog in the well knows nothing.
No, not that one. It's one of us. I go over there and I say one of us. Exactly. There was a
And which
card.
organization is this that you're not part of?
I don't think we know. I think that's the thing. I talked to this chicken satay seller.
Yeah.
And we also got a card of a hooded man when our old friend Yobi was with us, who was a hooded man. May he rest in peace. He's not dead. But,
Olena and Aisling, since you're both engaged in this conversation, could you both make an investigation check to see if you can put some clues together?
clues.
Yes,
Maybe these are clues.
I love investigating. 12 minus 1 is 11.
18?
18. Olena remembers that this phrase might be a phrase used by members of an underground organization called the Faceless Men.
Okay.
Olena also thinks it might be worthwhile to say that out loud to see if her new party member Aisling knows anything about this organization.
I think it's maybe related to the Faceless Men. I vaguely remember that, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm just kidding. And I'll pull out the card. Did the card look like this?
Oh shit! Yeah, wait. Who has? I don't know. I think
Ash has
Yobi
it now,
has-
but
Ash has it. Okay.
but you would the party would recognize it. So the card that Aisling pulls out is the same card that Ash found the night that you were in the bedroom of the Ravioli Rascals den.
Okay. And we just found that card, or it was pushed under the door.
It was pushed under the door when Ash was doing the last watch in the morning.
Okay. Right. I'll tell Aisling that.
Okay.
How did you get that one?
I may or may not be a member of a...
Hey!
No, I don't know if I'm a member.
Okay.
I know a member. I think you all might know a member. Our lovely friend, or at least they want to be a member. I'm not quite sure. Jesk and I had a lovely conversation about this group because I know very little about them. But someone gave me this card in the woods. I think it was the woods.
That's not sketchy at all.
Mm-mm. I think they said their name was Ash. No. So yeah, I don't know how this group feels about this, but there's a drag show at the Dripping Quill in a couple weeks that apparently these people like to go to. I think. That's what my
Okay.
notes say.
Where is the dripping quill? Isn't in Zadash.
It's in
Mighty quill.
that one place we just came from.
Hazelwood.
Yes, right? Is that Jesk's tavern?
Yeah, Jess runs
Okay.
a pub called the Dripping Quill in the village of Hazelwood. Mm-hmm.
So, depending on what happens here, maybe we can go learn more about these people. Or, I think we could also go to the Black Arms.
That's where I sort of got my start in the city. If there is a connection to an underground society, I can imagine it being there, certainly.
Or a tailor shop. apparently.
Yeah, I mean, since we're here, let's start at the tailor shop, and since I need new clothes anyway,
I mean,
I would
I
appreciate
didn't want to
it.
say anything, but maybe we should get you changed.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah,
really
I mean,
bad.
I'm
I
pretty
don't know
sure
how this
Siri
happened.
was just being nice because your clothes are out of fashion.
You're right. Okay, well, all right. Take a chill pill.
Barry
then,
just
Lana.
is like over there, like taking things apart. Like, who is speaking to me
Yeah.
right now?
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna walk out of the tavern.
Okay.
My goodness.
I've been disrespected.
This is coming from
Sneezing
red-haired,
for weeks.
red-haired Milo. Still with that like flaming red hair cut.
Mm-hmm.
Before I leave, I'll just turn to Siri and be like, "Hey, you tell me if I was being rude or crass or anything, right? I mean, I had a couple of drinks and I have a tendency to kind of just speak my mind when I'm on the sauce."
Siri's like covered in oil streaks. Like, what?
Do you need a hand with that, by the way?
I was just taking this apart. I couldn't. Sorry, what's happening?
Well, I told, you know how we've been talking about how Elena kind of, her wardrobe is a bit, old-fashioned in ways.
I grew
sorry.
up very
I'm
north
sorry,
of
who
the
are you
cities, okay? I walk back in.
Sure, if I said anything about that, I don't think I
Listen,
certainly
remember
did
it was
not.
the other day we were just sitting there and you brought it up. I'm sure you said, you said.
I think someone slipped
Now
me
I'm
some
just
ice.
laughing.
Pretty sure I've been slipped some ice.
You know what? Forget I said it. Forget I said it.
Let's go.
Yeah, all right.
All right. So the party's back in the middle of Soggybottom Square. The carousel is still creaking and spinning around with this tinny, calliope, accordion music. Olena can see the sign outside the building that is just to the northwest, which looks like the tailor shop.
Northwest, never
So right
eat
here.
soggy waffles.
10 feet away from you.
Why am I not seeing the pinging?
If you're pinging in the building, it's blacked out for us and we can't
Oh,
see the ping. So you need to
here.
ping outside the building. Yeah.
You see that?
Nope.
You see
Oh.
this?
I see no pings. Oh, I see that ping.
That
Yeah,
was
that's
me
one.
pinging.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm pinging. Are we at the right place?
Yeah, the party's currently standing right
Okay.
outside the tailor shop, which is known as the Stitching.
Okay, great.
You hear from outside. You can hear somebody's inside. So whoever wants to can make a perception check. You also notice that the windows shades are drawn, so you can't see through the windows.
16.
16, Aisling. Aisling, you hear like a large creature inside. You can't tell if it's hostile or friendly, but there's some large creature inside.
Does it sound like an animal creature or
A beer
a
creature.
human creature or a beer creature?
Make an investigation roll.
Beer
Gotta
chur.
decipher the clues.
Sure.
Need to stop deciphering clues. Ooh.
I feel
A
like
19 that
us
turns
are
into an
pretty
18.
bad. Who has the highest intelligence in this group?
Not me.
That's certainly not me either.
Mine's not
Well,
bad.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're the same.
Okay.
Aisling, you think it's some sort of humanoid, just like a really tall humanoid.
Oh, there's a giant in there.
A giant?
Yes.
Elena, you sure you want to go in here?
Milo will kick open the door.
No! Oh! We didn't even know if they were open. We cannot get him drunk.
Oh boy.
I'll knock.
After it's been kicked over and you like knock on the.
Sorry.
A really tall woman answers the door. Here she is. And says to you. So there's a very tall woman. She's dressed in a druid's clothing. She has very long eyelashes, pointy ears, a bit of a scruffy, slight bearded chin, enormously thick thighs and legs, and very long brown matted hair that's tied back with a simple hair tie. On her shoulder, so Milo, because you're the closest you can see this, on her shoulder, visible to you, is a tattoo of an arrow in a circle pointing southeast. The woman says, "Welcome." She seems a little discombobulated. She's got looking around, then looks down at all of you, and then says, comes to her senses. Oh, customers? Welcome to the stitching.
We're one of you, one of us.
What? No, you're definitely not a Firbolg.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm here for a dress.
Yes, I'm Quintina. You can call me Quint. Come on in. And she waves you all in. What are your names? What are you looking for?
My name's Desiree, and we are looking, well, as you can see, look at me. I really just need new clothes. Like maybe 2 dresses total because...
Actually, I don't understand. Maybe this one too. Oh, this is actually your color.
Yeah, you step inside the shop, you see dress forms, you see clothing on racks, on hangers. There's measuring tape and girdles and things like this.
I'm immediately overwhelmed.
Yeah, okay. But the lady is like bowing at you and trying to accommodate you as best as possible. She points at one of the dress forms that looks like it has your measurements and says, "Okay, Desiree, what can I get for you?"
I'm a fan of
what you like.
Yeah. Pretty simple. I like a flared, not like super flared skirt, but fitted on top and then flares out. I'm a fan of darker colors. Your dark greens, your dark navies, things like that. But I do look good in a light sort of periwinkle blue as well.
Is all of that true? Like, would Siri know if that's like true?
Yeah.
If that's Olena's colors?
Are you being deceptive?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling her what I honestly think.
Other than the name. Okay.
I have pretty fair skin and my eyes are golden, so I generally wear golden jewelry. So anything with a golder color trim or like a bronzy, I stay away from silver because it sort of washes me out.
She's taking notes on a notepad with a pencil and nodding and thumbing at different bolts of fabric that are hung on the side of the wall.
It would be really helpful for like it just to be a functional dress. I like to look nice and professional, but I also sometimes kill people. So
she nods and says, "Yes, you're an adventuring type."
Yes. Here's an interesting question. Have you ever received a card with a man in a hood on it?
She says that sounds preposterous.
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't remember if this is a character with good insight or not. No. Okay. Oh God. That is gone. 10.
She seems to be telling you the truth. Something like a cotton, linen.
What is the weather outside?
Well, it's almost the harvest season, so summer is ending.
Cotton would be nice. A linen is more of a summer fabric for me.
True, but you want something breathable that you can move around in.
Yeah, like a leg slit might be nice. Not for the scandalous sort, but able to move around in.
Are you thinking fall colors like burnt orange, dark brown, something like this?
I don't look great in the brown, but I would try it if you have the fabric. We're sort of just stopping by, so I'm a fan of greens and blues. I'll give you that function.
Okay. Well, if you wanted to do a proper fitting, I would be able to have something for you by tomorrow. But if you want to just try something off the rack, you're welcome to do that while the Fae don't come in here. And she's kind of looking around the room. You didn't bring any Fae in here with you, and then she looks directly at Aisling.
Okay, first of all, how dare you talk about... Oh my God. How dare you Aisling is a peaceful member of our party. She is wonderful. And
Yes.
yeah.
I didn't mean any. I didn't mean anything negative by that. I mean, you are clearly dressed normally. She's directing this at Aisling, but the weird creatures outside, the ones that are messing around with the milk.
MILF?
Maybe that.
MILF! Oh, okay, sorry, I misheard you. I got excited. Yes.
Have you been to the Black Arms recently?
Funnily enough, yes, I have. Yeah, no, we just, well, we didn't kill them. They were knocked out. They knocked themselves out by drinking too much, so... No, we didn't bring any in. They've been disrupting business for you?
The Fae, yes, all day today.
Interesting.
Pulling little pranks here and there. I would set a roll of ribbon down and turn around, and it would be gone, and they would be playing with it, putting it in their own hair, running around and just making a mess of the place. That's why I closed all my shutters, is I didn't want anybody weird to come in here. But you all look fine.
Aisling puts the ribbon down.
Yeah.
So you don't have any, say, masks that could make a person, say, faceless?
Make an insight check. She's gonna respond to that.
And
God damn it!
She says, "Well, one
can't
should
reroll
want to
today.
show their face. The nimbleness of a giant's hands should never be in question. I think I'm gonna run for president of the Tailors Guild next year. So I need to. We should be able to show our faces in public, right?"
sure, but say I wanted to join a specific organization that was, say, faceless, where would I go? Say we were supposed to meet here a couple nights ago at about midnight, but kind of missed that memo because we had other affairs to deal with. I suppose you couldn't point us in the right direction, could you?
I'm really not sure. You might want to check out the carousel. I don't know anything about these masks or faces that you speak of.
Okay. And I'll pull her kind of closer and I'll say, "Can you really take care of my friend? He hasn't been dressed well in a while, so we just want to..."
I take him by the shoulder and pull him back.
It's like,
And
is this
can
a
I say-
drunk whisper or a real whisper?
It's a drunk whisper, so I broke it.
Good clarifying question. Well, as we all know, a frog in a well knows nothing of the sea, and I am not the most fashionable. He's right, but I try, and I come from a well-respected line of people who dress well, and we've been out in the goddamn swamp for a long-ass time.
You
That's
know,
what I said.
my family has a saying about excuses, and I don't know if it's right for this kind of company to say, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. And I'll just.
Well, now I want to know.
Well, yeah. Now we all want to hear it.
Well, I'll just get her fitted, and maybe I'll bring it up again.
Okay.
I'm trying to remain low key and faceless as possible, and then I'll just walk out of the.
So,
He leaves people mystified wherever he goes.
so Desiree, off the rack, or would you like a fitting?
I'll try some off the rack, just so I can at least get out of this today. But it would be nice to have a fitting done. What are we on time? Do you guys want to go check out the carousel while I do this quickly? Siri, are you buying anything today? Aisling, are you buying anything? I mean, anybody could be buying anything today.
Siri's already in a fitting room with like 25 dresses.
Okay.
She's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Aisling, I don't know if you need
Aisling?
anything new. Everything's sort of a little bit large for you in here, but we could make it work.
Nah, I can steal things from the goblin children.
Very valid. Okay. I don't know. How do we sober up Milo?
Maybe we take his face off, I think is what he wants. He wants his face off.
It's really unclear. I like that I used a fake name and then I just called everybody by their own names.
Yeah.
Milo
What?
would yell in, Elena, where the heck
I
are you?
My middle name is Elena. I don't know. Should we split the party or should we not split the party? That's what I'm asking you.
Well, two people are all getting clothes, and one person's outside already, so the party is split.
This is true.
Aisling, what are you doing?
I'm just watching this Taylor,
Okay.
kind of looking. Oh, I noticed your tattoo. Tell me your story about that tattoo.
Oh, I'm a member of
a
an
secret
organization.
society?
No, I'm a member of an organization called the Imbroglio.
The who?
Imbroglio. We do the mazes and puzzles and things. Lords and ladies and other royalty hire us to fit their dungeons and mazes with traps and funny anagrams and diagrams and things of this nature.
Does that not pay well?
Pays pretty well, actually.
So is tailoring just your side gig?
For me, tailoring has had a great business this year, so I only work for the Imbroglio when we have specific projects coming in.
What was your last one?
The last one was a dungeon about 2.5 hours north of here, near this swampy village called Mwashina. It was an underground dungeon, in fact. And that's probably all I can tell you about the things that we made.
Do you do a lot of work with above ground dungeons?
I personally don't. I'm more the person who creates the triggers and trip lines and things like that. So a lot of my handiwork is underground.
Okay. Did you put the triggers on the beer barrel monsters?
Your barrel monsters? I don't know what you're talking about.
Insight check.
I might have said too much.
Milo will walk back in and zip up his pants and wipe his hands on his tunic.
17.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
See, Quint. Will?
Quint.
Quint.
It's Quintina, but you can call me Quint.
Quintina.
Mm-hmm.
And your last name?
Azeros.
Oh. Have you ever met a guy named Gilmore? He kind of floats around. He wears blue.
Is that the person who was in charge of setting up the carousel the other day?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, I mean, that carousel's kind of funky if you don't...
Funky indeed. Funky indeed. I don't know this Gilmore by name, but I have seen this floating person here in Zadash recently.
Have you seen whereabouts they float?
Oh, to Monsieur Mauriday's house.
You're married.
Howie Day.
Monsieur Mauriday.
And can you point us in the direction of that house? We're
He
looking
points
for...
northeast across to where the carousel is, so it would be behind where the carousel is if you walk northeast.
Oh, you know what? Thank you so much. Just take care of my friends here and... Siri!
It's just like dresses getting thrown around.
Did you find anything worthwhile back there, or...
Oh, there's a promising little velvet number, but maybe I'll come back for it later. I'll just come back out in my regular outfit.
As Siri was getting dressed, one thing Siri noticed was the burnt out stump of half of a mannequin in one of the dressing rooms. You could still smell it. It might have been smoldering from the prior night, but it was clearly damaged very, very recently.
Can I take a closer look at it?
Yes, you can. You notice that So what's left of the mannequin is not the head, but it's more the shoulders and torso and the arms. It is soaked in alcohol, probably beer, and you can see bludgeoning marks on it, as well as burn marks. little disturbing.
Can I sniff the beer? And is it similar to the beer we just smelt in the?
Make an insight check, actually.
Okay. Insight check. 15.
Is it similar to the beer in the mess hall?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. When I come out, then I'll just have like all the dresses like this. I'll be like,
by the way, what happened to your mannequin in there? Was that the Fae from the other night?
I think it was the Fae or the carousel. Somebody took one of the mannequins that was standing outside and set it on fire.
Oh, well, we sort of took care of that problem for you. Maybe you
You
can
did.
help us take care of a problem as well.
I'll just like heap all the dresses onto a little poof on the like ground.
Okay.
Not ground, but like a chair thing.
Okay.
Milo will turn to Elena and be like, I think the problem is your dress code.
I kick him.
What? How can I help you?
Well, we're looking for this group, I think.
I'm gonna assume Siri did not catch any of the conversation because she was busy with the dressing.
I don't know if we've asked already. There was like a faceless group or something.
We've already tried.
Oh,
we said-
yeah. Your friends asked me about it, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Could I do the insight check now that
Sure.
I'm out of there?
Sure.
Okay, 18 on the die. Plus 5.
She seems to be
can't
telling you
point
the
to-
truth.
Shit.
Damn it.
Oh,
She said to go look at the carousel. So
okay.
Yeah, I think the carousel has feelings or something. It's angry. I'm not gonna ride the carousel. That's for sure. Those horses,
Well, I mean, did
the
you see
eyes.
how it's decorated, how
creepy.
it's dressed up? Oh yeah, it's totally a faux pas. Absolutely.
Who do you think could be responsible for this? It's like, is it these creatures I've been hearing about?
I think we thought maybe someone else in charge.
I think it's the floating fella.
Well, if you want to investigate somebody, I think it's the Drakeworth sons. The Drakeworths, they live southeast of where Monsieur Malriday lives.
Why
the
do you
Drake,
think they're?
they
so
are,
nice?
they're basically assholes. Every one of them, entitled, snobby, rich, and they think they can get away with everything. I'm totally positive that they were hooked up with this other band of misfits, the Ravioli Rascals. Have you heard of them?
yeah, we've heard of them.
Pretty sure they
Killed
were.
them all.
You did what?
It was under the, they attacked us first. It was all justified. I mean,
We didn't.
You killed. And did you kill the Drakeworths as well?
no, the ravioli
none of the
rascals.
humans. The cats.
Oh, none
that
of
we
the
killed.
just the cats.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, She
Can
just
I
kinda
take
looks-
this one home with me?
Yeah, that'll be 3 gold.
Okay. I'm just gonna change into it here, quite frankly.
And if you want to leave the rags behind, I will take them and recycle them.
Oh, thank you. I will.
Yeah,
So you were just wearing rags.
I mean, that's kind of. It's a fine outfit she's wearing right now.
It has a few tears in it. It looks like you met a crocodile lately. Your dress does not look good, ma'am.
You'd be correct. I have actually met the crocodile lately, so that's saying something. I killed it, but
Oh, I should save that one for the joke off.
okay.
Siri's going to be in the joke off.
You are? I will definitely see you there tonight, Bard.
I'm
Bard.
just gonna pick up the velvet dress and be like, I guess I need this. It's like
That'll
it's
be
like an
5
emerald
gold.
green. Okay.
I'll buy it for you. I'll buy it for you.
It's one of those. It's like who's on TikTok? It's like those dresses that the slits come up super high on both sides.
Ah!
You know what I'm talking about? Like you kind of wear
Yeah.
underwear because it's like so
Beautiful.
high. Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's beautiful. You will turn some heads this evening. That's for sure.
feet dress. I want
know, I feel like I might have peaked you a little bit, Olena. Let me buy the dresses for you both.
No.
No, I've been giving you grief all day. It's the least I could do. What was it? You said 5 gold for the whole lot, right?
Sure. Yes. Since I'm getting another dress made, I assume as we've been talking, she's measured me.
She would have measured you. She will tell you can pick it up tomorrow.
Thank you.
hmm
Should I take 8 gold out of my inventory?
After lunch. Pick it up after lunch.
After lunch? Okay, good to know.
What are you
Yeah, I'll-
having for lunch?
What am I having? Well, tomorrow I don't know.
What are you doing before lunch tomorrow?
waking up, opening the stitching.
We might come
What are you doing at
lunch.
midnight?
At midnight, well, I might be at the Mighty Quill if the joke off is still going on. Some years it goes well into the evening. If you're competing tonight, you better have some jokes on you, Bard.
Well, based on how Siri was talking about it the other day, she was right and ready for it. So
All right, folks, we're
Well-
moving out.
Okay.
If you can't stun them with your jokes, at least you can stun them with this dress. It's a very wise choice.
Thank you.
How much was the dress?
It was $5.
I paid for it,
You paid for mine?
and then Milo paid for it. Yes.
Oh.
This
Oh,
lady just made a
thank you.
lot of money because 4 people paid for 2 dresses.
And she was holding open her hand to everybody and taking whatever money people gave.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. I'm sharing my screen for a second. It's definitely this one. No, it's not.
Siri would
but-
not let you leave.
No,
with
no,
that.
no. Why did it, when I search fantasy dress, did this come up?
That's horrible.
Oh God, no, not new share. Stop share.
Fantasy dress.
You can wear that if you want.
Yeah.
No.
You could pull it off.
That is not what I'll be getting.
You're wearing that to the joke off?
No.
No, to the little head.
To the little head.
Whatever
I'm
that is,
getting-
but I can guess.
Hmm.
Good guessing. I just want the pretty dress. Is it all too fancy?
So at this point, Elena has a new dress, Siri has a new dress, and Elena has been measured to be able to pick up a dress tomorrow after lunch. It's still sunny out, so it's still early-ish. It's around 4 in the afternoon. Quint is kind of, tidying up the dresses that Siri was looking at. Are we doing anything else?
Heading over to the carousel, I think. It seems like things are happening around there.
Yeah, I know you warned us against it though, Aisling, so... well, we might have to check it out. Maybe you can sort of guide us. You know this better
Sure.
than we do.
Yeah. Quint said it's angry, so maybe we can make it not angry.
And also, do we think we should kill those Fae things?
Well, I
At least
think
they
we left
can't.
those in there and they probably just drowned. So I think we
But
might have
feel like it
accidentally
wasn't-
killed them.
You're
I
not
also
wrong.
feel like it wasn't their fault. Like they maybe got just dragged through the portal a little bit.
That
you
is
know.
true. Okay. Yeah, let's go make it unangry. Or at least, I don't know. Not. Yeah, see what's going on.
So the party is leaving the stitching.
Mm-hmm.
Should we not go to Maui's house and check that out? I feel like that's kind of the source of all these issues.
Oh, yeah, Monsieur Maide.
Yeah. It's just right behind it over there.
And the front entrance is right here. So you're about 100 feet away, something like that.
Why don't we look at the carousel while we
As we walk
by
past it?
Yeah, you're already walking by the carousel.
What is
Right.
a safe distance? We'll stay on the cobblestone, maybe?
That's
Oh,
a good
sure.
idea.
We'll look at it as we walk past.
Give me the creeps.
The music that's being played seems even more off kilter than before. The tinniness has cranked up, and the speed of the animals going around seems to go slowly and then stop, and then go slowly again and then stop for a little bit longer. And again, it looks like the eyes of the creatures are kind of looking at you, but you know that can't possibly be true. That would be weird.
Can I do a divine sense to look for like undead,
Yes, you can.
celestial, and fiend
Okay.
within 60 feet? Or
Within
hallowed
60 feet?
spell.
Can I try to see, like, if I can see where the music is coming from? Like, if there's some, like, where the pipes are for the calliope or
Yes.
anything?
Siri can clearly see near. They're not on the tent itself. They're very close to the lower rim of the tent canopy. 2 speakers, 2 like sort of metal speakers with music coming out of it.
Can I just send a mage hand to, like, tap on it?
You tap on one of them, and it sort of like swings down, and it's not connected anymore to whatever music was powering it, and the music is even more distorted than it was a moment ago. It sounds
Oops.
like
Oops, and I'll just turn and keep walking.
Yeah, Milo will pick up the pace and get away from it as quick as possible.
Milo, you
assuming
don't-
that Siri broke
Milo,
it.
you also did not detect any
Okay.
fiends.
That is a really creepy carousel.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. And it was moving way too fast. My word. Innovations these days.
It's
Milo,
moving like really slowly, right?
Milo, even though it's mostly quiet around you as you run a little bit away from the carousel, you feel like you hear occasional hiccups and giddy laughing from one of the buildings east of you behind the carousel. But you're not sure.
Milo will start hiccuping himself and look at it. Okay. And keep
As
walking.
you start hiccuping, you can hear the distinct noises of what seems to be a large group of frogs in a pond area northwest of where you're currently standing, about 120 feet away, I would say.
I think I hear frogs, but I know that can't be true because those are mystical creatures. And only fantasy frogs.
The reason I don't even know why I said that. I think I said that because Matt said frogs and other fantasy animals, and I was like, frogs aren't real. But now it's canon that frogs aren't real. Oh.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep walking towards the house where Gilmore might be.
Wow, he's really
So-
zooming.
Milo, you're standing in between two-story homes. The one that you're currently standing in front of, it looks to be like a manor of some kind. It's a large building with shutters, and you can see there is a tall, pale, white human man sitting in the main room with a fireplace. But the fireplace is not lit. He's kind of just sitting. Looks like he's reading something in the main room. You can see through a little bit through the front windows.
Sitting but not floating.
He's not floating.
Okay.
Do you have tattoos on his face?
You'd have to get a closer look to be sure.
Okay.
Knock on the door.
Hello? Comes a voice from the inside.
It's definitely the Frenchman. Okay.
Monsieur Maui?
Oh wait, who's there?
Hi, we are. What the fuck is our group name?
Virlinian Vanguard.
We're the Virlinian Vanguard. We're just here to ask you about the carousel.
Oh, the man walks outside. He's got very fair blonde hair that's clearly turning white. It's all combed to the back. It looks like he's young-ish, like he's in his early 40s. But he has very bone-dry, crackling skin and cracked lips. These pale, large, milky eyes, and he's got a couple of more than one bald spot in the back of his head. He speaks to you with a slow, frightened voice. The carousel. What about it?
Oh, well, it's pretty fucking creepy. It might be a little haunted. We've heard that it wasn't always this creepy, or it's new and turned up like this.
I'm very sorry. It was not like this when I ordered it from Gilmore. These little creatures just started appearing today. It was not my fault, not my intention. I just wanted something fun for the children to have to play with.
Okay, so I don't even know. So Gilmore is a creator of the carousel?
Gilmore is a very rude blue genie who likes to scam humans.
And
Makes a lot
you
of
knew
sense.
this and then ordered the carousel from him?
Well, I didn't know he was rude until after the fact.
You know we can find him.
At this moment, I'm not sure.
Is he in your house?
No.
Do you know how he set up the carousel?
Wait.
Could you take it down?
No.
Why not?
Do
It seems to be some sort of fey magic of some kind.
And what do you do for a living?
Well, I was trying to get involved in wine. We sold our Malbec vineyards to the Lawson family in Tyrion, Zadash, in the suburbs.
Do we know
So-
about the Lawsons, the winos here?
You can make a history check.
The winos.
They're a yes for the Kaif task
Mhm.
force, at least. Marvin
Mhm.
Oh,
Lawson.
that's good to know. Lawson is a yes. Okay.
We love a yes to Kaif.
Yes to Kaif. Always.
History is a plus 15.
Yeah, so you would know that the Lawson family are the most famous wine family in the city of Zadash. And their vineyards are in the suburbs of Zadash, known as Tyrion Zadash, because they pray to a god named Tyr. In addition, Milo just mentioned Marvin Lawson, who's the owner of the vineyards, is also a member of the town council, and Marvin intends to vote yes on the Kaif research.
Okay. Oh, yes. The Lawsons. Yes. We know them. So why did you have to sell your vineyards? Tell me more about this. I'll introduce myself. My name is Olena Ketsk of the Ketsk family.
Oh,
Yes,
Ketsk.
indeed. So, we
Oh.
know a little bit about the wine industry. if
we
you-
do. I just found the agricultural work to be too much for me, and I would rather spend my time doing other things, reading about
Do you find all work too hard for you?
sometimes, yes. Yeah, it's tough it's tough having a house this big and so many rooms to take care of.
Have you tried maybe a smaller house?
Oh no,
Good question.
how preposterous! No, of course not.
What about government work?
Government? No,
It's pretty easy.
I guess, but that's not what I do. That's not my trade.
So, what about bed and breakfasts? We've heard you've been allowing people to stay at your house. I mean, you say you got scammed by Gilmore. We've heard he
That's-
stayed at your house.
Not my house. My trade now is rare and old books. It's much easier than wine.
Does it have a lot of sale, though? Are people in this town interested in rare and used books?
You could ask my wife about that. She loves old books. She collects them.
You
Oh,
sell
more.
books to your wife?
We are in this together. It was her idea anyhow, and I totally support her in her business.
Do you know
Okay.
where Gilmore is?
We already asked him.
No.
Okay.
Are you a
Well,
member
I'm
of the
little drunk,
Faceless
so
Men?
sorry if they've asked you this before. And then I'll walk
Uh,
over to the corner and start painting.
Faceless men, I do not know. So what do you intend to do with this with the carousel?
Oh. Well, it was. I'm just unclear. I don't know. I don't want to. The joke off is tonight, so we're a little short on time if we have to deal with an entire carousel of animals that
Yeah.
might kill us.
I totally agree. I think you should just go. In fact, you can go right now. Go have fun at this joke off.
Milo will come around the corner and be like, "So are these frogs always this loud?"
Wait,
Oh, that's annoying.
wait. I would know. I spend much time over at the pond.
What do you do
Why?
there?
Contemplate?
You
And-
have literally nothing to contemplate in your life. What are
My-
you contemplating?
My book business
Where is that, by the way?
in my home. I
Can
run
we
it out
come
of
in
my
and
home.
buy a book?
Would you like to buy a book?
Yeah.
What topics are you interested in?
Rare.
Could you be more specific?
I tend to like rare plants,
Such as?
such as the ones that you can make into other things.
Oh, do you like fiction then?
No, I tend to like real plants.
So nonfiction
Nonfiction, yes.
and a book about plants.
hmm But about rare
Uh,
plants. A rare book about rare plants.
Rare book about rare plants. Have you heard of the trees made of gold?
I've been there, yes.
Oh, so you've been to Northern Virlinia.
hmm
I'm
And what
from
do you think?
Northern Virlinia.
You're from Northern Virlinia. Ah, okay, very welcome. My
I
family
was
is also
mostly
from
the
Northern.
Aisling. Oh, yeah, okay.
Right. I'm getting a little bored of this conversation. I think you should just go to the joke off if you're not intending to work on the carousel
Well,
situation.
But I
If we
thought you
were
were
intending
selling
to
me a
work on-
book.
Yeah, wait. Hold on. Number one, go get that book. Second of all, if we were to work on the carousel, would you give us something more? Or like, would you still be bored with this conversation? I'm very confused about who you are and why you're so important in this entire matrix. I'll be honest with you.
I tried to do fine by the Arts District. I talked to Tiziano the other day, a couple weeks ago. What can we do for the children? Because the adults will be the ones going to the joke off. And I said, okay, I will get a carousel. And if I have a carousel with horses and chickens and frogs and other animals, the children can ride them and it'll be fun. They can have snacks in the streets and the bakers can bake and the pizza makers can make their pizzas and it will be a wonderful season. But unfortunately, for some reason, some fake creatures have been popping up today, of all days, the day of the joke off. And it is a bit of a problem, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe we do something with the carousel.
Now I'm bored of this conversation. Because I still am not seeing books.
Well, since you already know about the trees of gold, why would you need another book?
Because I can then turn around and sell the book for more than I paid for it, just like you do.
That's what I do.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to the carousel.
I think this has been a very fruitful conversation. And he walks back inside and shuts the door.
In the meantime, who is that a picture of that you have used? Because I don't like the looks of that person for their token.
Oh, the token. I don't know.
He's a little rat man. He's terrifying.
I was like, is
So the
that
party-
Malfoy, but older?
Yeah. Party's back out on the street. You can hear some frog noises coming from behind a building, a large building that you're standing next to, and there are a couple of other shorter buildings to the southeast of where you're currently standing, as well as of course, the carousel.
Talk to a man who is not helpful. To be fair, we were probably asking the wrong questions.
I think we just need to check out this carousel.
I think you're right.
Okay.
We approach it from all different.
We surround the carousel.
Yeah, no, seriously though, do we think we should surround the carousel?
I don't know. Does anyone like? I don't know. What's the easiest way to check this out?
Elena, where you're standing, you can see the speaker that is now dangling from the canopy, the one that Jerry had manipulated a little bit earlier. And Aisling, where you're standing, you're only about 20 feet away from where the wooden post is and the crank. It seems like it might be connected to the carousel.
Can I try something? Can I cast Thorn Whip at the crank and try to use that to pull it into an off position or a position that it's currently not in?
I think if you try to use Swarm Whip, it would damage the crank and not pull it. You might need a spell like Mage Hand or a rope.
I don't know anybody that knows Mage Hand. No, I don't. I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, you have to express your idea for us to. What are you thinking over there, Aisling?
I found a crank,
Oh, really?
but I don't want to touch it.
Oh,
Hey Siri,
I
you have
could-
Mage Hand.
where's the crank?
I don't know. Why are you so far away?
Oh, sorry.
The crank is about
Oh, my
20
bad.
feet 20 feet away from where Aisling's standing, and now about 25 feet away from where Siri is standing. So the crank is over here, southeast of the carousel.
Okay. I can do that. I'll just cast out Mage Hand. Do you want me to just pull the crank, or is it like a spinny? What is it? It's like a.
It's like looks like a metal handle,
Oh. Oh, the lever ground.
like a lever, yeah.
I'll just cast out Mage Hand to try and grab the lever.
So the mage hand grasps around the handle of the crank and slowly pulls the crank to the down position. As this happens, the music dies down and the spinning platform also comes to a complete stop. Where it stops, the eyes of one of the horses is looking directly at Olena.
Okay.
Throw up a peace sign.
Can everybody make a perception roll? Actually, this is going to be a group perception check.
I rolled a 12.
12, okay.
17.
17, okay.
20.
10.
It's enough. In the buildings, one of the buildings directly east of where you're standing, so about 30 feet away from Elena, there's a small one-story building. And there's also a building southeast of where Elena is standing, another one-story building. It's about 60 feet away. From both of the buildings, you feel like somebody or something popped their head out of a window and then popped back in. And you all can hear some vaguely giddy, maybe even drunken laughter coming from within inside both of those buildings.
I think those Fae things are watching us.
Jeez, alright. Hey! Fix this carousel.
Yes! Fix this carousel!
So the party are yelling at a door of the closest building to them.
Yeah.
As you shout at the building, you can now clearly make out there are at least 4 creatures inside, and you hear like the sounds of plates being dropped onto the ground and breaking. You hear raucous laughter and bottles clinking, bottles and maybe even glasses clinking at one another coming from the inside. Nobody responds to your call to do something about the carousel.
Can I try the door?
It's unlocked.
I will open it and
Okay.
say the same thing. Hi, Izzy. Hey! Oh, is there anybody in here?
There's a bunch of people inside. It's a very nicely decorated living room here with a large purple rug and a mirror overlooking a chaise lounge and several upholstered chairs. Across from you is a dining area with a crate of silverware, wine glasses and bottles, and a big bowl of fruit and vegetables. There seems to be a bedroom to the rear that you can't see into from your angle. There are 5 inebriated figures sitting on the couch, all staring at this woman, and they're saying to her, "Tell us again. Tell us our fortune." And meanwhile, they're just laughing and drinking. The woman that's in the corner of the room has, it looks like a human with slightly shimmering hair, dark hair with a bit of a wave in her hair. She's wearing jeweled robes over a striped white and brown turtleneck and dark leather pants. These are very trendy, fancy clothes. She's also wearing a light hooded dressing gown that's a deep forest green color, and you can see she has a pendant with a purple amethyst gem hanging from it. Her nails are also painted purple. You can tell from the way that she's seated that she's at her wit's end talking to these creatures that are slowly getting more drunk and more aggressive. She looks up at you and she says, "Take me away from here." And her face is in her hands as the rest of the figures are eating away at this giant tray of baguettes and babka and danishes, and they're making a mess of this little house.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Are these Fae creatures who appeared here today?
She nods.
Folks, you gotta get out. You need to fix the carousel, and you gotta go home, okay? This is not protocol. We've already destroyed your beer goblin thing. Anybody else have any better ideas? I'll look at my party.
The one closest to you walks up to you. He's about 3.5 foot tall, so much shorter than you, and says, "Hey, look at this here lady. Trying to tell us what to do."
I'll knock him out.
You gonna punch him? Yeah, make an attack roll.
Non-lethal, but I'd like to knock him
Non-lethal
out.
attack roll. Make an attack roll.
Yeah. Oh, not very good. That is my fist. Alright, that's funny. 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh, it does 4 points of damage. Can I knock him out?
The creature that you just punched in the face reels back. Ow, 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 don't do that. Gabi doesn't like that.
Yeah, I know Gabi doesn't like that, and Gabi's gonna get it again if he doesn't get out of this nice lady's house.
And he's like rubbing the wound on his face. He turns over and points to the other guy. Elijah, what do we do here? And Elijah turns over and he says, "We drink is what we do." And the four remaining guys are just like drinking and crowding around this lady. But the one that you punch is just standing in front of him still.
I'll move to the side and show him out.
Milo will draw his sword and be like, "You have 6
Whoa.
seconds to get out of the house or you'll be trespassing. I'm sorry."
Just based on history and being Fae, are these... I don't remember what you called them.
Rum gremlins? Rum gremlins?
Rum...
They are not. They are not rum gremlins. But
Okay, so these are different.
These are different. So, Aislinn, could you make a history check? And Milo, you were trying to be intimidating just now and authoritative, so could you make an intimidation check?
At advantage because I just knocked one of them out. Well, hit it one real hard.
Only one of them is paying any attention to you.
I'm about to do it again to all the other ones, so get ready for that.
By the way, Siri stayed by the carousel. She's going to be sending the mage hand out to, like, poke at things on the different parts of the carousel.
I only intimidated them with a 9.
Intimidation is a 9, okay. And Aislinn?
That's a 3.
3. So, Aislinn, you are not familiar with what kind of Fey creature it is.
Man.
You only know that it's some sort of Fey creature. They are, interestingly, dressed very similarly to the one that stole bread and tried to steal from Milo earlier. They have buckled black shoes. They're wearing skirts or kilts in plaid patterns. Some of them have waistcoats, and some of them have little hats that look like they're made of felt, something like this. They're all relatively short at about 3.5 foot tall.
Gilmore's looking for you all. He's pretty pissed off that you're not there right now, so you better go get to scooting.
The middle one says, "Gilmore ain't pissed off, he's just pissed."
Milo's gonna swing at the one at the door.
He gets all the grief.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I was just gonna pick him up and throw him out the door, but...
Well, they're dying now.
If nothing's happening with the carousel, then Siri, hearing the commotion, will start being like, "Oh shit, I head over
15
there."
altogether.
15? That's a hit.
10 damage to them.
10 damage. Non-lethal, right?
No, I'm going lethal.
You're going lethal. He reels back in displeasure and spits out the remaining Danish that was in his mouth. And he yells at his friends, Fellas, I think it's time for a fight. Could everybody please roll initiative?
Outside!
I rolled a 2 for my initiative.
I rolled the same thing I did last time. So I'm all set. Oh, you also rolled a 13?
Mm-hmm. My dex is +2.
Oh, mine is also +2.
Oh, mine is 14.
Mine is also 14.
Oh, you want to roll off? Rollies?
Sure. Okay, rollies.
Rollies.
18.
Oh, you win. I got a 5.
I'm gonna get all my good rolls out before we start fighting.
Rollies. Rollies.
Aislinn, what's your dexterity?
Rollies.
+1.
+1. Okay, so +1. Okay, this is also +1. You want to? Let's just do. You want to roll off between you and McDarrow?
That'd be a 6.
You got a 9, so he'll go before you. Oh boy! So there's a crowd at the front door right now because Gabi's at the front door was just punched by Elena and Milo. So Elijah is standing behind Gabi. What's he gonna do to do something? He's gonna have to throw something. Oh, actually, he's gonna cast a spell at Elena. This short little creature with the hat shouts at you, Elena.
Okay.
This is going to end with that weapon sticking out of your ass. Can you make a wisdom save?
19.
Okay, so you save. That was vicious mockery. This character is gonna spit the rest of his croissant out of his mouth, and actually he's gonna retreat towards the bedroom. That's the end of his turn. Siri, you are next to act. Siri, you're currently outside.
Oh, I think I am next.
Oh, Olena's next.
Olena, yeah.
Olena.
I'd like to pick up the guy in front of me and throw him out the door to my friend.
Okay, this is an athletics check then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, I'd like to bonus action rage.
Bonus action rage. Okay.
Ooh, that was terrible. 14.
Yeah, he got a 4.
Oh, okay.
You slammed him to the ground?
No, I'd like to throw him behind me to my friends outside.
So you're gonna take his body and swing him so he's outside?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So he's right in front of Milo now.
Okay, and then I'll move in. Mm-hmm. And since I have a second attack, I'll do it with this guy too.
Okay.
Throw him outside.
And that counts as your attack. Go ahead and make another athletics roll.
16.
You got a 9. You got him again.
So he might not go all the way outside, but he's at least at the door.
Okay, that means Siri, it's your turn next.
Siri will cast Vicious Mockery at them and just say,
You don't look like you'd have a brain either, but I might as well check.
Wisdom.
That's a 20.
Okay, that passes. So nothing happens.
Doesn't Vicious Mockery still do half?
No, that's Dissonant Whispers. Vicious Mockery is a
That's right.
cantrip.
Yeah.
They all laugh at you, Siri, and they're like, try again.
At least I'm getting some jokes before the joke off.
You're gonna need them.
I think that's it right now. I'm gonna wait for some bardic until bad things happen because I'm worried.
Okay. The one that that Olena just swung in front of her, its name is Right Pup. Right Pup is gonna put his dukes up and punch you, Olena. That's a 5.
Punch my knees? Yeah, he misses.
Yeah, punch your knees.
Funny.
That's an unarmed, so he can only fight with an unarmed strike. That's the end of his turn. He can't disengage anymore. All right, next up is Gabi. Gabi's outside right now. He's standing right in front of Milo. Gabi's gonna cast. Gabi's gonna shout at you, Milo. Hey, Paladin. Hey, Paladin. Your father would have been disappointed in you had he actually stayed. Can you make a wisdom save, please?
Do we know anything about Milo's father? Isn't he around?
He died, but he was a dickhead.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wisdom save. 6.
That is a hit.
Milo just say, "You fucking asshole."
Oh my god.
It is 1d4 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll. You take 4 points of psychic damage. And that is the end of Gabi's turn. Gonna go to this guy next, McDarrow. McDarrow is gonna back away from Olena, and also try to swear at you, Olena. Barbarian, I will speak to you very slowly, with words even you can understand.
Is this a wisdom save?
A wisdom save.
A 12.
Oh, that's not enough. You're gonna take 3 points of psychic damage.
Damn.
And you'll have, disadvantage? Disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay.
And that's the end of its turn. Aisling, you're next. Aisling, you're currently outside. Gabi's in front of you. What would you like to do?
I will, I guess, go for that guy. So I'll move over and do my little freak out Faye moment.
Okay.
And take a swipe at him.
Okay.
With my, with my big fingernails that grew from nowhere. How do you get rid of it? There it is. And I will definitely miss with a natural 1.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Gabi shouts at you. Go back to training, son. Go back to the plane where you came from.
It's yours. So
we could say
that's
the
not very
thing,
good.
Man.
Go there. Okay,
exactly. Come with me.
Make me.
Okay.
The last creature that has not acted, its name is Corky. It sees you, it's gonna retreat into the corner and shout another swear at you, Olena. Hey, barbarian lady, what are you gonna do for a face when the monkey wants his butt back?
Well, that one was pretty good. 17.
Oh, you save.
Wow, you're really hurting my heart right now. Can't you tell?
I can't tell on account of the fact that your face is a monkey.
Oh, I can't wait till my face is covered in your blood.
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
I will.
Milo, your next act.
So disadvantage on my attack?
Yeah, the first attack roll.
Oh, we rolled 2 13s. 13 plus 7, I think it is.
That's gonna hit.
20.
That's gonna hit.
So I'm just gonna slowly plunge my my sword into his throat and look at him.
Okay.
Horrifying.
10
10.
points of damage.
As you plunge into his throat, Gabi says, "Gabi doesn't like that."
Is he
Blood
dead?
starts gushing out of everywhere. You killed this fake creature.
And I'm just gonna kind of look at the next creature with my drunken dead eyes, and walk over to him and take a swing at him.
Oh no! Okay, go for it.
That was a 3 plus 7, 10.
10. It's gonna miss.
So I'll swing and be like, "I'm gonna get you."
I'm sorry, son. You need Kaif if you want better aim.
And I'll go into a paladin rage, which doesn't exist, but Milo's raging.
I was raging. All right. Next to act is this gun. Elijah. Elijah is gonna swear again at Olena. Oh, barbarian! You look like your face was on fire and someone tried to put it out with a pickaxe.
That one hit 7.
7. That
Damn.
is.
A lot of comments on my appearance today.
Yeah. It's an insult generator. And 4 points of psychic damage
An insult generator?
Yeah, I have an
That's
insult
amazing.
and
Sorry.
disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay. But I already have disadvantage on my next attack roll, so
So the next is does it stack?
I don't think it stacks. Just like
Okay, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Only the first one will stack. That's the end of its turn. Elena, your first act. I mean, your next act. I'm sorry.
I'll just go for this one. No, I'll step out of this guy's range.
He's gonna get an opportunity attack on you.
That's fine.
Oh, that's a 7. I guess he will swing and like kind of grab your hair, but his fingers fall out of it. It doesn't touch you at all.
How tall is he?
About 2.5, 3 feet tall.
Okay, so he can't grab my hair. I'm like,
Trying to pull
I'm
your
6'4".
Not pull your hair, but yeah, he can.
Okay.
You're 6'4"?
No, I don't know how tall I am. I think I said 5'10".
Yeah, you're
know.
5
That's my
something. Yeah.
Dream height.
All right. Well, he misses, so now you're in front of the one named McDarrow.
Okay. I swing 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Damn.
You try to connect with your axe, and he ducks.
I
just
missed
as you swing
again.
just swing your axe around.
Okay. Then I rolled a 10, so that wasn't good either.
That also misses.
So bonus action, he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
You know, lady, some people have a stick up their ass, but you have the whole tree.
What is his dexterity saving throw?
18.
No, he makes it. So he takes half damage. He takes 2 points of
Kind of damage.
lightning damage.
Could you make a perception check?
10. I'm going to stop
Okay.
using these dice now.
10. Okay. Nothing else I can tell you at the moment.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Theory, you're currently outside with Gabi, Aisling, and Milo is in the threshold of the doorway.
Okay. Milo's short, so I can see over him, right?
Yes, but the guy in front of Milo is shorter than Milo. I think.
Yeah, but I can see into the room and kind of see like
Yes.
the other people around. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
you
yeah,
can.
okay. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of move up as much as I can, like behind his dead body, I guess.
Okay.
And then this time I'll use Dissonant Whispers on the one that's standing right in front. Wait, do I have to... Can I see him there? Do I have to see for this? Dissonant whispers is just verbal. It doesn't matter as long as you can hear me. So I know someone's in there because I know Milo is attacking something in front of him.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna cast out dissonant whispers, and this time it's just a cacophony. I think it's just a cacophony of like the calliope sound from behind us.
Ooh.
Like that bad music just coming out and just attacking that creature in front. So it has to do a wisdom save, and this one will take half damage even if it passes.
7.
That fails. Okay, so creature doesn't. So on a failed save, 3d6 psychic damage, and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
3d6 is a lot.
Oh, I rolled really bad. 2, 4, 5 only. Jesus Christ.
5. Okay. Wow.
5, but it has to use its reaction to move away.
Okay.
And then with my bonus.
Didn't it use its reaction to attack Elena though?
Oh, it did.
Oh, so it can't move. Okay.
Yeah.
But with my bonus, because can I hear all the shit being thrown at Elena?
Yes.
Like all the rude stuff. So I'll just go with my bonus. I'll give Bardic to Elena. And I'll say, sticks and stones can break her bones, but words will never hurt her.
I love it.
And that's gonna be, what is it, a D8, I think, for you, Elena?
Oh,
D8 now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me grab one.
So Elena has rage and bardic at the moment.
Okay, it's my turn.
Okay, the next one to act is right in front of Milo. It's going to try to insult you. Hey, Paladin. If you're any more inbred, you'd be a sandwich.
That was pretty good.
Make a wisdom save, please.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
No.
You're immune to all else. You're so drunk.
Everything
sounds good.
Yeah,
You take after your butter. She didn't like my jokes either.
I'll just be like, oh yeah, man, I could use a sandwich. That'd be great. Just like, super drunk.
Sandwich sounds real
How
good.
did he get this drunk?
He was drinking all the stuff that the robot was spewing on him.
Okay.
All right, the one right in front of Olena is also going to do some more vicious mockery. All the magic in this world, and none of it could make you smarter.
To me, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Stereotype of a barbarian is that we're stupid, but I actually rolled a 17, so.
So, smarter than the average barbarian, I see. He's gonna move one space sideways and stand on the table. So he's now standing on this side table. So he's more at your eye level. That's the end of his turn.
That's really helpful for me, actually. Thank you.
Next to act is Aisling. Aisling, you're standing in front of a dead body, and you're right behind Milo.
Am I able to get inside?
Well, you'd be able to squeeze by Milo, but you wouldn't be. I don't think you could get past the enemy.
Okay.
Right?
So I didn't know what this was. Is that a wall or?
That's the house. Yeah, that's the wall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hold action?
Yeah, you can hold an action.
I'm gonna hold Thorn Whip in case Milo moves out of the way.
Okay.
Against the one in front of Milo.
Gotcha. Okay. As you hold your action, Olena, you can hear a voice coming from within the bedroom. The voice says, Expelliarmus. And nobody in particular.
All right. You good in there?
I'm. Where am I? Says the voice back to you.
You're in Zadaxi, in the Arts District.
Is Miss Bavoli still there?
Yeah, we're a little preoccupied right now killing things, but she's safe. I assume that's you. I'll turn over to the lady.
She shouts, "Yes, I'm still here."
Sorry for intruding, ma'am.
Meanwhile, this character who was stuck in the corner moves forward, Elena, and tries to take. Gonna swing at you. Probably not. He's gonna mock you again. That's all they can do. They're not quite strong enough. Barbarians. If being a moron was a crime, you'd have already been sentenced to death.
19.
19. Oh, that was a terrible one.
That was with the Bardic, so.
That was with Bardic, yeah. I need to rethink my line next time.
Yeah, I hope you guys aren't going to the joke off. I mean, you're not gonna make it there, but.
Oh, we're gonna make it there. Trust us. He's gonna take one step back, and that's the end of its turn. Which leads me to Milo is the end of the round. Milo, what would you like to do?
Milo's gonna kind of drunkenly like try and align the guy in his sights.
Okay.
He's gonna swing at him.
Go for it.
Oh, 7.
6 plus 7 is
13?
13.
13?
13's not enough. You can miss.
He's gonna do it again. 15 plus 7 is 22.
That's gonna hit.
So he's not gonna do his smite. 8 points of damage to him.
Okay. You injure him. You're kind of like sizing him up, and you kind of injure him in his lower leg, and he's painfully kind of jumping up and down off the ground, like, you got me there.
And I'm not able to push through the doorway, right? Like,
I think
like right here.
You know, I think you can go diagonal because you're already in the doorway, so I think you would be able to walk diagonal there.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay.
Actually, I'll kind of circle around him.
Okay.
And then Aceling's.
Does that mean my Thorn Whip can go?
Yeah.
Crack him.
19.
Oh, a 19 is gonna hit.
4 damage.
Hmm?
And then I can pull him 10 feet closer to me.
Whoa, so you're gonna pull him over the dead body of his friend? Or just into the doorway?
I mean, is pulling onto the dead body a thing that I can do?
I think so, right? With the Thorn Whip?
I mean, that's up to you. If I'm allowed to pull him onto the dead body or not.
Do you want to pull him onto the dead body, or do you want to leave him just diagonal from you?
No, I need him out of the doorway.
Yeah, I'll let you pull him on.
Great.
Do I get a reaction since he left my...
No.
Oh.
So... I think that's the end of your turn. Milo and Eason took his reaction. So that's the end of the round. I'm gonna go back to Elijah. Elijah is gonna swear at you, Elena. You know, Barbarian, if I look like that, I'd jump face first into a pit of acid. Or maybe you did that already.
11.
That's a fail. You're gonna take 4 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on your next attack roll. It's gonna back up 10 feet closer to the bedroom door. Next to act is Olena.
Okay. I will swing at the guy who's already vaguely damaged. That's one. 17.
17 hits.
10 points of damage, I think.
10 points of damage. As you slam your axe into this creature's body, you notice that that part of its lower extremities is actually a prosthetic leg.
Okay. I don't discriminate. I'll swing again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
That's a hit.
Damn. That's cocked. 23 points of damage.
Elena, tell us how you murder this creature.
I'll chop off his other leg.
This one is a real leg, so blood starts spurting out of it. This is weird
shit,
fey
sorry.
blood.
Oh, all over my new dress. God damn it.
All over
Sorry about your linens, ma'am.
Let's remove him from the charmed order. He's dead.
And then bonus action. This man's will need to make a dexterity saving throw.
On this guy diagonal from you?
Yeah.
4.
He does not make it, so he takes 2 points of lightning damage. If they take lightning damage.
Oh, no, he gets advantage on lightning.
Oh, okay.
10 was the second, but that also
He
fails.
takes 2 points
He takes
of
2
lightning
points.
damage.
All right. That the end of your turn?
That's the end of it.
Siri, you are outside, standing in front of an enemy now. What would you like to do?
Siri is going to, like, as Ising pulls it out of the doorway, is just going to, like, try to brandish her rapier up at it and cut into him.
Okay, go for it.
Oh no, I don't know if that's going to hit. 11.
11 is going to miss. You swing at the air, and it kind of slices off the ear of the dead body that it's standing on top of. You nick a little piece of skin off.
Gross. Well, bonus. What can I do for my bonus? Is only. I think we're okay. I'm gonna save. Sorry, folks. I'm gonna save my bardic just in case, because I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff happening. That's our turn.
All right. The guy that's right in front of you is going to attack. He's gonna do vicious mockery again. That's his best weapon right now. On Aisling. Hey, Faye. Hey, Faye person. Why don't you give me all your weapons so I can hit myself with them? That'd be more effective than you trying.
I haven't even used a weapon.
Yeah.
What is this? Wisdom save?
Wisdom save. It's just as well.
20.
20! Okay, so you save. It can't back up because then Siri would get opportunity, so it's just gonna stay right there. Aisling, you're next to act.
I think Siri would have told you, Aisling, like, I'll take care of it if you want to go inside.
But I want to use a weapon now.
Oh, okay.
Don't bother.
I will just try to do the same thing because I'm not actually going to use my real weapon because it's not useful for anything. I'll just scratch at it again. My nails will grow again. 22.
That's gonna hit.
And this is acid damage.
Acid damage. Okay.
5.
That's enough. You can tell us how you kill this creature.
I'll just look at it and say, I don't need weapons, and I'll just take my long fingernail and just slide it across its throat. Just a thin, nice little burned acid line.
Eesh.
And I'll just meander my way back in here.
You go inside. Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I will... Oh, you're definitely within 120 feet of me. Oh, it's a D6. Okay. I'm gonna blow some dust at Elena and give you some healing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
And suffocate her.
Yes, and poison. 3 health back.
I'll take it.
And 1 temporary hit point.
Oh,
So 37 now?
thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
The plus 1
I
temporary.
guess 38.
38. Okay.
For now. Thank you.
The next guy to act is Corky. Corky yells at his friend, "Hey, Elijah, we're getting outnumbered over here. What do you think?" And Elijah shoots back, I just think these people are well stupid. Let's take care of them." And Corky stares at Elena and says,
Covered in
I'd
his friend's blood, by the way.
"Yeah, I'd say you look like minotaurs, but that would be an insult to minotaurs." That's a wisdom save, please.
12.
Add advantage because that one wasn't very good.
Oh. 12.
That is a hit. That is 4 points of psychic damage and disadvantage in your next attack roll.
Back down.
So you're at 33 now.
34.
33/34. Okay. Next attack is Milo.
Milo will just kind of water boy tackle and slash at this guy.
Whoa, okay, go for it.
He'll be like, and then 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh, terrible. 6 points of damage.
Hey. It's
And then-
slashing damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he'll swing again. 17 plus 7, 24.
That hits. Ow! Oh,
12
just
points of damage.
12 points.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy hits terrible. He's bleeding. I mean, you've wounded him grievously in his arm, and he's dropped all the food and other things that he was carrying, or maybe have stolen from the lady. He's shouting out to his friends, "Hey, Elijah, I think we'd better stop and just drink and get our way out of here." Elijah says, "Aye." At the end of the round, Elijah shouts out, "I can't run out of here. I'm cornered. They're coming in." You know what? He's gonna cast Sleep directed at either Olenna or Milo. Centered on Milo. Milo has fewer hit points. So that's 5d8. 19. Uh-oh. I don't know if anybody has 19 hit points.
Maybe his friend.
It doesn't work. Milo can't fall asleep. Elijah just swears to himself, curses, bugger, bugger, bugger and bugger everyone else. And he runs into the bedroom. And a voice from inside the bedroom shouts in your direction, Olenna. They're not supposed to be coming in here.
I'm working on it.
I will try to defend myself. Expelliarmus!
You're doing great.
Didn't work. Olenna, it's your turn to act.
Okay, as I step by this guy, I'd like to bonus action make him do a dexterity saving throw.
9.
He doesn't make it, so he takes 1 point of lightning damage.
The guy next to Mike, he's still alive.
Damn it. I was hoping that would be cool. And then I'll step into the room, and who else is in here with this guy? I'd like to see them before I swing at this guy.
You walk into the bedroom, which is painted very nice color blue, and you see a short, kind of brown-haired young man wearing glasses, and he says to you, "Are you here to save me from Lady Bivoli?"
Oh shit! You're trapped here. Actually, I'm here to save you from this guy, but yeah, sure.
He raises his arm, and you can see his arm is tied to the bed. The lady has captured me for bedroom activities, extracurricular activities, I guess she called them, and I didn't sign up for that. Help me out of here, will you, please?
That's horrifying. What's your name?
Manuel Dadcliffe.
Okay, great. 1 second, please. I'm gonna kill this guy. Well, I'm gonna hit this guy. I don't know if I'll kill him. I probably will.
Oh, not on the bed.
Too late. 18 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay. 14 points of damage. Yeah.
Olenna, you've hit him so hard that he's dropped his beer onto the floor. Elijah's. First of all, Manuel said, "Lady's not gonna like that." And Elijah shouts at you, says, "Oh, barbarian! The least you could do is leave my beer alone."
14 to hit.
That's a hit.
13 points of damage.
Olenna, you killed this creature on the bed. Tell us how you murdered this creature.
Nothing fancy. I just hit them with my axe.
He falls over. All the things he was holding sloshes onto the floor, and he is now dead. His name was Elijah. R.I.P. Elijah. Siri, you are next to act. There's only one enemy left on the board, and that person's name is Corky, standing right next to Milo.
I think Siri's just going to try to use vicious mockery on that one. And she tries to step ew. Like, how are you all so full of, you're so small and so full of disgusting blood.
Is it a wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Nat 20.
All right. So she's just trying to get over that thing with the blood. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Aisling, you're next up.
Gonna walk kind of over here where the table is.
Okay.
I'm thinking has tarot cards on it or something. If they were talking
there are
about
tarot cards on the table. There's half-eaten vodka. There's a few danishes that are half-eaten. Bowl of fruit.
Gonna just kind of start shuffling the cards around and see if I can get any sort of see if there's any reaction from this lady who's just been standing here the whole time while people are murdered in her house.
As you kind of mess around with the cards, the lady calls out to you and says, "Stop! Don't do that.
You don't want me to tell you your future?
No, you don't have the ability.
I do.
You do not.
I do too.
I protest.
I divest.
Get out of my house."
No.
She opens her green robe, and she inside her dress you see a very short dagger. She doesn't say anything. She just shows it to you.
I'll just pull my mace out and say, "Yay, weapons!"
She says, "What do you want?"
I'm saving your life.
My life was meaningless without these creatures.
Can I hear this conversation go, "Hey, why is this kid tied to your bed?"
Can you make a perception check, please, Aisling?
13.
Aisling, you get the sense that she's under the influence of something. It's not quite herself. Not sure if it's beer or kife or what, but something.
Oh gosh, that's a bad idea. I should not do that. I'm gonna leave it alone for right now.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
We're gonna go next to Corky. Corky is going to go find his deepest insult and hurl it at Milo. Paladin, I've had shits that were more effort than you.
I don't get it. I don't get it. You all are supposed to be funny. You're Fae. I don't get it. You're a menace to this world and my world.
I rolled a 16 for wisdom
that's
save.
a save. That saves. It's gonna take one step diagonally away from you, Milo. That's the end of its turn. We're gonna go to Milo. You next to finish this round.
I'm just gonna non-lethal punch him.
Okay.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. 16.
It hits.
And then it just does 4 points of damage.
And it's enough to knock him out. So he's not dead, but he's knocked out. And
okay, and then did Milo hear the whole sex slave in the bedroom thing?
Yeah, we can say that, yes, he heard that.
So we'll just kind of point the sword to the lady in the corner and be like, "So what's the deal with the sex slave then?"
She looks at you and says, "Well, there's nothing. There's no slavery. There's definitely not sex going on.
It doesn't seem consensual."
He's I tried to teach him what he asked me to teach him, but he's like a Dumbledore in the bedroom. You know what I mean?
Can't say I do. Sounds like a sex slave to me. And then Milo will just kind of take a step towards her with his sword out still.
Did you also make a perception check, Milo?
That's only a 7.
I mean, you still kind of get the sense that this woman is not quite herself, but you have no idea why. Why didn't she do anything during the battle, you wonder?
Yeah.
So it's at this moment. So we're out of combat now. It's at this moment that Manuel is talking to Elena. He's kind of leaning over and says, "A little help." And he shows once again his arm that's tied to what looks to be some bed sheet of some kind.
Okay, I'll just do a
the bed.
perception check about this situation before I untie him.
Well, what are you trying to find out about the situation?
I don't know. Is this his room or is this her room?
You don't have to roll. It definitely looks like her room.
Okay. I will saw the rope off.
Oh, thank you ever so much. What's your name, by the way?
Clarissa.
Larissa. So nice to meet you. My name again is Manuel Dadcliffe. You can see he's wearing a tie with stripes on it. He's got boyish brown hair, but he's wearing sorcerer's robes. He's like, do you know This first week of classes at University of Zadaxi has been totally exhausting.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry that I just killed this guy in front of you. You're free to go and maybe report this woman to the police, I guess. Is she your professor? That feels like maybe something that should also be reported to the university.
Oh, she's not my professor.
Okay, that somehow makes it better.
She was supposed to be my lover.
Oh, okay.
We connected at the pub,
I'm
the
happy
Mighty
for you.
Quill,
That's nice.
one afternoon, and she invited me over, and I told her that I would love to find the Deathly Hollows, but I couldn't find it.
Are these
or them?
Okay, great. Is this? I'm not gonna. Should I? No. Olena's like having a moment. She's like, I'm just gonna take this dead body outside, man. You're free to go. So she's just gonna pick up all these bodies along the way and dump them outside.
Okay, so he's gonna follow you out, and he's
That's
like,
fine.
just, I'm so embarrassed. Just don't tell Professor Podemos that I came here.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is, so you're all set, man.
Is this the one that's on the council who we know?
He's a no.
He's a no, yeah. The professor is a strong no.
Do you know if this woman is under the influence of Kaif? Oh, it's literally Harry Potter. God damn it.
It's Dadcliffe. What do you mean?
Oh, I get it now.
Completely different thing.
Manuel. Okay, I'm there.
Is Lady Dare Bavoli on Kaif? I don't know. These little Fey men have been drinking beer. Definitely, you can smell the beer. I kind of just want to go home. He shouts out, Dare Bavoli, it was really nice meeting you. I'm sorry I couldn't find the hollows. I'm sure they're lovely. I just need more practice. And he kind of he picks up his robe the way somebody who's stepping over a dead body would, so that it doesn't get dirty, and he exits the.
I'll squint my eyes at Siri and be like, is this all just one weird sex thing?
I'll just like wave at him as he walks out, I guess. Like, I don't
He
know.
waves back at you.
Walk safe.
Oh, I will. Thank you again. I owe you one.
Yeah, and don't go over to people's houses the first time you've met them.
Oh, what?
In the new
Why not?
city, in the new place. Well, they could,
They could
be
what?
They could tie you up to
aggressive
a
towards
bed.
you.
and-
Oh, that
Right.
is true. I did get tied to a bed today.
It feels like you have not learned any lessons from this. And you know what? I think I'm just going to let it go.
I'm
Maybe
only a
your
first-year
professor is
student.
Yeah, I can tell, man. I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask. Okay, let's deal with this lady. What time is it?
It's around 4:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. And now that I'm standing outside, do I hear laughter from the other house as well?
You do,
God
in
damn it.
fact, hear laughter from the other house to the south of you.
I'll relay that to the team.
Ugh.
Okay.
More?
I mean, at least they're relatively easy to kill.
So
Um,
far.
Lady in the house calls out to Aisling and says, "I'm really sorry that I threatened you. I didn't know." Those creatures kept asking me to tell their fortunes over and over again. They laughed at every single one. They never seemed to be satisfied. They kept demanding that I sit here as they drank and as I drank, and we all got drunk. And the whole day has just gone by in a fog.
What were you drinking?
Oh, this. And she pulls up a bottle from under the table. And it's a bottle of Ketsk apricot wine.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's sweet. It's not quite rosé, but
We don't normally sell this far south. Do you have this, or did they bring this, or what's going on here?
I got this on special order.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
makes
do you
me
know
feel
the
better.
Ketsk family?
Yeah, I'm very close with one of their daughters from up north there.
Oh, which daughter?
Olena?
Oh, okay, interesting. I hear nice things about the Ketsk family and the daughter.
Yes, yeah. They're relatively good people. Yeah, they just don't spend a lot of time down south, I think, so.
Yeah. Oh, well, my name is Lady Dare Bavoli. I live here in the Arts District. I'm a baker by trade. I'll be judging the Great Zadash Bake Off in a few weeks. But I don't know what happened with this carousel. It was really fun and a really nice addition to the district these past few days. But today, it's been out of control.
Out of control, like taking a sex slave into your bedroom, or out of control, like going too fast? What's the definition of out of control for you?
Out of control, like fey people drunkenly walking into your house and demanding that you tell them their fortunes. That's not normal.
How old is this woman?
She looks to be in her mid-30s.
And she was taking a first-year student home?
You can ask her.
I think Siri's just gonna walk out. She's like, I'm done with this.
Okay.
Like, no.
Milo's still in there. Aisling's still in there.
Milo's just gonna drag the unconscious fey creature out.
Okay. Oh, the one that you didn't kill, that's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to put all the dead bodies outside too.
Aisling, what are you doing?
I'll just look at her and be like, just one more question, maybe two. How did you get so sober so fast?
Who says I'm sober?
Well, you went from being a little turd to being a full conversationalist.
She kind of winks at you, and you can tell in this moment that she's still not totally sober.
Okay, did you just try to wink at me? Because you closed both eyes.
Yeah, it didn't. The brain thinks and the body winks. I just don't know.
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm, that's what they called me in middle school. And I guess second question, now that I think his name was Manuel has gone, do you still need your hallows found, and how tight do you tie the rope?
She says, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not gonna take one of your tarot cards, so then you look all over your house and don't know how to find it.
Okay. Well, you're not
Have a
one
great
of us.
day.
Good day.
One of us? Wait, I step over the dead body.
Who's one of us?
Did you just say one of us?
No, I don't think so.
We already have a card.
I just said I'm not sober, wink. And
Here.
She says wink, but she doesn't wink. She says wink.
We already have one.
Oh.
We are one of you.
Okay.
But when's the next meeting? We didn't get the email.
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know much of anything today. I think I've had too much beer to drink.
Okay. Well, do you need to lay down?
Yes.
Okay.
And-
Let's go lay down.
She goes to her bedroom and retires and says, "Oh, see yourselves out."
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna take all of her tarot cards.
Okay. She's not doing anything to stop you. She's already in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm. And then I think we should put one more goblin back in here to keep her company.
A dead goblin body?
Yeah.
Okay. You're moving the dead body inside?
Mm-hmm.
I'll help
Okay.
Aisling do that.
Okay.
For sure.
So Milo has the other guy who is not dead, that you non-lethally knocked out, and he's slowly coming to. So what would you like to do with this guy? His name is Corky, by the way.
I'll just be like, so Corky, can you tell me anything about what's going on here?
I think we have to wake him up first. Oh, he's
Okay.
okay.
I'll
He's
use
awake.
Mage Hand to slap him.
It works. He's like, oh, hey. Stop it right there.
Tell me about what's going on about here. You're drunk. I'm a little drunk, to be honest with you.
Listen. This city of Zadash has some of the best beer we Fae have ever had. And we intend to bring it back to where we came from.
And Gilmore is leading this cause, or?
Gilmore's helping. Gilmore opened the portal.
And you don't know where Gilmore is, do you?
At the moment, no, but probably doing something bad. He's good at that.
You've been looking for him.
He makes this motion with a finger in the air in the shape of a spiral and says, well, Gilmore's part of the coil, you know.
Yeah, we know.
Siri looks puzzled.
Siri, do you have anything to ask this
I
gentleman?
was just gonna ask if they're gonna take the beer back in their insides and pee it back in the Feywater, if they're amassing the beer somewhere. And if so, where's all the beer?
Well, the easiest thing to do would be to take over the Arts District and make sure that everyone here makes beer for us. Then we can put them in giant barrels, and then we can ship the barrels
just
through the
random
portal.
people making beer, though. That's not gonna taste good.
Oh no, it's gonna taste real good. There's some sticky black substance that you all have here in Zadaxi, and we add it to the beer.
I look at
and
Aisling.
It makes the beer especially tasty, if you know what I mean.
Have you been adding that to your beer?
Yes, my beer has become, how do you say, magically delicious.
Where are you finding this black stuff to add to the beer?
Oh, in some houses around here, in the Arts District, and some of the pubs.
Any houses in particular?
Almost all of them, actually. There's a particular pub that we've been sneaking in and out of. It's called the Black Arms. You can definitely find Kaif over there.
Is this your Irish accent?
Is it?
I'd say it's Irish. Yeah. As good as I could do.
It's good, yeah.
Best I can do.
Same.
So you came over for no reason, but then when you got here, you wanted to take the beer because you're adding the sticky black stuff to the beer?
Oh, there was a reason. It was Gilmore. Gilmore told us
getting
about this
better.
Kaif thing. And that's why we came here.
Gilmore told you about the sticky thing.
Yes.
You came over for the sticky thing, but then found beer and decided to put the sticky thing in the beer and got
Well,
distracted by the beer?
We like beer.
Uh-huh. Why
You
did
do
Gilmore
know
bring
that-
you over for the sticky thing?
Well, if you mix them together, the beer tastes even better.
But you didn't know about beer until you came here.
Oh, no, but we also drink beer where we come from.
Should we go over to that house and kill those guys? Yeah.
Sure.
Covered in blood.
Does anyone have any questions for Corky here before?
Can you show
Corky
us how the portal works?
Corky shakes his head
that's
no.
a great question.
Corky shakes his head no. Don't kill anybody else, please. Those are probably my friends.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
well,
well-
anyway, you just slam his head against the, the street.
Lethally?
Yes.
Um,
I think Siri. Okay, do that.
No,
Yeah.
And I'm
there's that.
pretty sure.
He's dead.
Oh gods.
Well, on to the next house, I suppose, right?
I'm like, I think Siri needs to stop Milo.
Milo has, like,
Siri's
blood
gonna
all
stop
over his
Milo and be
face.
like, you need to cure yourself of whatever's going on right now because you're getting a little wild, Milo.
I mean, I think we're close to this, and I really want to stop this stuff. It's rubbing me the wrong way these days, and all these people are coming from other planes of existence to get it, and
I'll bring out a
But we
soup
can
hat
becoming an
and
issue.
give him a soup hat.
We can maybe do that with a
Ugh.
clear head, though, right? Maybe a clear head. Or
Maybe.
else it's kind of like someone on Kaif hurting other people, but you're doing it drunk.
Oh.
Maybe
No.
we can clear our heads.
Aren't you drunk on the Kaif beer?
Am I drunk on the Kaif beer?
Milo, I think you've been doing Kaif.
I think you might want to use some of your special god powers on yourself.
I think you're a hypocrite.
Obviously.
Milo will try and kill himself now.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he'll do a lay of hands on himself. And clear his
Okay.
mind.
Did he get hurt, Milo?
Yeah, he did.
Good.
Okay.
You can also use lay on hands for like disease though.
disease or poison. So I will do that. And I'm thinking with a clear head all of a sudden, looking down at the dead person I just killed.
Surprise!
Feeling okay, Milo?
Okay. I hand him another soup hat immediately.
All of you can hear from Monsieur Mauride's house. You can hear and feel the ground rumble and shake a little bit. It's almost like a small tremor is going through the earth. And all of you look to where the house is. And could you all make a perception check?
15.
21.
17.
Wow. Siri, did I get you also?
Oh, 16.
16. Oh, everybody did good. Okay. For some reason, on the stone road, rolling towards you is an empty bottle of Ketsk wine.
I'm gonna
And
pick up a little
Olena?
goblin guy as a shield.
And from the direction, you can see the shadow. So where I'm pinging right now.
Wait,
From that direction, you can see the shadow of a 9 or 10 foot tall creature of some kind, muttering, "This wine tastes shit."
I would like to rage.
That's where we're gonna stop today.
Sorry it killed everyone, guys.
No, I think that was necessary, Milo. It was just maybe we should do it with a clear head. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a sober up spell?
You got a little bit of his brain on your cheek here, and I'll just kind of like.
Yep.
I'm covered in their brains.
On your new dress.
Yeah, well, that's pretty par for the course for me.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch out for prestidigitation as soon as we level up. So
That's a good choice.
yeah, I don't know why I didn't. I think I just
I'll just find a
have
river.
it.
I'm going to give everybody an additional 405 experience points for the
Oh, very
battle,
specific.
and yeah, I did the numbers
Huh.
for the fighting, for the new characters and locations you've opened up, plot lines. that you have-
405.
405, yeah. So that's on top of the, I think it was 200 or something earlier. Yeah,
Getting close to 6.
getting close to 6.
2,000 off, but getting there.
Yeah, Elena and Siri must be very close to 6 also.
Yeah, we were like what, like 1,000 off?
1,000.
Yeah, 1 or 2
1,000.
sessions away.
1,300.
Yeah.
Still a baby.
Where are you at?
You level 4 or 5? 5 now, I think.
I'm level 4.
A level 4. Okay, you're 1 behind.
I am 570 away from level 5.
So you might get level 5 next time.
He feels kind of bad about killing everyone, but also it's like, I gotta kill everyone that does Kaif. It's his thing.
No, I think that's fair. I think you should be killing it. Literally, that was
You
just
should be
Siri being
aware
like,
of it.
Yeah, like, are you aware of what you're doing? The extent of what you're doing.
It fits the plot line. Like, you're
Um,
upset at what happened to Haley, and
Yeah.
yeah, I get
You
it.
should absolutely be killing everyone. It's more the how you're killing it.
That's
That's the problem.
Bashing someone's
Yeah,
head
it's more the
against ground.
Definitely kill all the drug users.
Yeah.
That is the proper way.
That's an effective policy action. Yeah.
Let's
and
hear
then
those
the
Minnesotan
26th
accents. Everyone,
Oh, yeah.
go. Cool.
All right, good stuff, everybody. Nobody died. Lots of killing. Lots moving forward.
And a new
Learn to-
dress.
And a
New
new
dress.
dress.
Bloody dress.
And who's one of us? What's happening?
One of us. No.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're drawing the threads closer. Are we drawing the threads closer? We'll see.
No.
I feel like we're getting.
I think we're just pulling them out.
Yeah, we're just.
They're all
slowly
like
killing
separate
everyone.
threads. Yeah.
We're gonna ruin this whole sweater.
None of us are intelligent enough. Players and player characters.
I have a -1 in real life, and
Yeah. It's like, oh, this
All
seems natural. Yeah, this is fine.
All
Little
right, really
sex,
good to see.
sex person tied up to a bed. Okay, this is fine. Okay, let's move on.
Harry Potter. All right. Bye, y'all.
Or
Good
Manuel.
to see you. Bye,
Talk to you
all.
all later.
See ya.
Ciao.